The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
About the shape I'm in, I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answers that you want me to.
Me to do it for you, rub it in.
Now when I talked to God, I knew he'd understand. He said, stick by me and I'll be your guiding hand. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answer that you want me to.
You're a fanny.
I got a mouth for the sausage.
Are you mad?
No, please don't leave me.
Champatone. You're a pervert. You're a pervert. Champatone. It wasn't even good enough to be shit. They've cancelled Brexit.
No, I totally disagree with Sex of the Robot.
I'm David Babcock and I got my willy stuck in a hoover.
I like mine quite hard, and then I like to put it all in my mouth at once.
Why does life have to be so unfair? No, that's the wrong answer.
Oh, 344-499-1000. Here's something. The Prime Minister is a lying shit. That guy who was saying that, all of them. You know the guy, the only person that talks sense in this country, right, is, do you remember the guy, I think they've had him executed now, I think they've had him murdered, MI5 murdered him. The guy that would be out on the green, all politicians are liars! All politicians are liars! That guy. Turns out that guy was right. It turns out that was the only person who knew what they were talking about. It's the all politicians are liars guy. We need to find him and we need to make him the Prime Minister. Because Boris Johnson is such a piece of turd. The majority of the Tories are scumbags. Loads of the Labour Party are just despicable human beings. I've not heard too much from the Lib Dems yet. I can't quite comment. I suspect there's one or two dodge pots in there as well. Boris Johnson saying the best way we can remember Joe Cox is to do Brexit. Are you insane? Calling humbug when female politicians are standing up saying they don't feel safe because of the language he uses. the front pages of all of the newspapers, including the one that is 2 floors above us, saying, it's great we've got a Prime Minister who breaks the law. This guy's a player. No, he's not. He's a scumbag who gives hundreds of thousands of pounds to American women just so he can go to their flats for, what was it? Technology lessons. Technology lessons. What? Technology lessons? What, is that how to get Pornhub up without paying for it? Is that the technology lesson? And all of the newspapers, including the one 2 floors above us, is going, geezer. Absolute player. This guy's a legend. This guy's a legend. People going, it's outrageous. It really is outrageous that Boris Johnson is being forced to obey the laws of the land. No, it's not. It's brilliant. Iain Dale, right? I like Iain Dale a lot. I've met him several times. He's been really nice to me. I disagree with almost everything that man stands for politically, right? But I still like him. And when I meet him, we have really nice little chit-chats and gossip and stuff. It's possible from people on different sides to get on with each other, you see? But there's a great clip of him on the Jeremy Vine show arguing with Jeremy Vine and Carol Malone. Have you seen this? Because Carol Malone's going, the judges shouldn't have got involved, it's political. And Iain Dale of all people is going, their decision is completely apolitical. You have to respect their decision. There is no, when the judges walk into the court, they leave their politics behind. They're going by the rules of law. They're not making and Carol Malone with a massive gob is going, no. They've made a political decision. They're trying to stop Brexit. And Iain Dale is going, no, they're not. I don't like the decision they've made, but I respect it because they're following the rules of law. And that's what we want in this country. That's what we want in this country. So if you think these lawyers are scumbags, they're traitors, Boris Johnson, Bojo, he's a player, he's a geezer, he should be allowed to break the law. Okay, well then why don't we let him go and do a murder? Let's let him go and have more technology lessons from hot American models. Let's get him go and learn how to play the cello with hot Japanese models. Why don't he go and learn how to play the trombone with some hot Russian models and give them hundreds of thousands of pounds? Jesus, the man, are you all nuts? Everybody who is supporting Boris Johnson, phone me up. You won't, because you haven't got the brains how to use a telephone, right? You all think this guy is a player and a geezer and he should be above the law. Can you not see, right? Can you not see that Boris Johnson is corrupt? Can you not see that? The Garden Bridge, 25 million quid was that of money, of taxpayers' money that ended up with nothing, and at the end the contract was given to a mate of his. Is anyone really buying this? Oh, we just went there for private technology lessons. Come on, man. This is where we're at. Donald Trump is being impeached, right, for a comparatively small thing compared to what he's done. I don't really understand what impeachment is, and I would like someone to phone in and tell me what it means. But it basically means he's asked the Ukraine government to dig up dirt on someone. That's not a done thing, right? But you know what? He'll get away with it. Because we are living in an age where, as long as you look and you sound right, an age of populism, where as long as you look and you sound right and you say the right thing, you can get away with anything. That line Donald Trump used to say, I could shoot someone in 8th Avenue and I wouldn't get arrested, I'd still be elected. It's true. He could live stream himself raping and murdering someone, right? He wouldn't get in trouble. People would go, that's my boy. That's my boy. He's a confessed sex offender. He grabs women by the vagina. Boris Johnson's attitude towards women tonight has been despicable, right? Flipping heck. And I don't like Jeremy Corbyn. I think the Labour Party, I have to say this because people go, you don't mention the anti-Semitism in the Labour Party. Labour Party is it would appear, is rife with anti-Semitism. But Jesus, do you remember 6 months ago the flack Jeremy Corbyn got because he mouthed silently, stupid woman. Do you remember that? In Parliament, Theresa May said something and Jeremy Corbyn mouthed, stupid woman. and the front page, he has to resign, he has to apologise. This is outrageous. Boris Johnson has just spent all evening and afternoon, significant parts of it, saying he doesn't give a stuff about women, girly swats, he doesn't need to change his language. A woman MP stands up to say, would you temper your language, please, because it's making me feel unsafe, and he stands up and says, it's the biggest load of humbug I've ever heard in my life. That's what we're dealing with, man. Girly swats. People who hate girly swats. I want the girly swats in charge, because the men that are doing it are swinging their tiny little shriveled grey button mushroom dicks around as though they're like who was the fella that had the big penis in porn?
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy was average. There was the guy with the massive... John Holmes.
Our erstwhile colleague.
Boris Johnson is pretending he's John Holmes, the porn star, when he's not. He's got like a tiny... This is what we're dealing with, right? This is what the level of arrogance and misogyny and racism that we are dealing with, right? And you still want to defend Boris Johnson? You want to defend him? If you voted Brexit, right? You voted because you were upset that too many of our laws were being made, controlled by foreign unelected states, all right? Yet now you're saying that Britain's got too much control over its own laws and we shouldn't respect them. What do you want? What do you idiots want? What do you want? Dear God, just tell me what you want and make sense. Defend Boris Johnson if you can. You can't. He's a lying scumbag. Disappointed not to be here last night. I had a very upsetting evening with Domino's Pizza. That's why I'm still angry. I ordered at 11:45, 15 minutes before the shop shuts. I get a phone call saying, yeah, we don't deliver to you. Yes, you do. No. Yes, you do. We don't deliver to you. I've had pizzas from you before. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. Heated argument. I get sworn at, the phone gets slammed down on me. I phone up, someone else answers, can I speak to the lady that just swore at me? She's busy. I'll wait. Okay, if you wait 10 minutes, she'll talk to you. 10 minutes later, I'm sorry, she's just left. I complain to Domino's. I get a winky emoji in my email. What is wrong with this world? What is wrong with this world? When I can't get a pizza and we can't get a decent Prime Minister. Oh, 0344 This is Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 is the telephone number. Good evening, Tony.
How's it going, Ian? You all right, mate?
Very, very well, Tony. Very well. What can we do for you tonight?
Obviously, it doesn't sound like it.
Well, no, it's going very, very well.
Right. Well, I was going to phone up earlier and have a moan and a complaint because Talk Radio.
I don't care about I don't care about what other shows you're going to phone up. I don't care about any other radio show. No, let me finish, Tony. I don't care about any other show on this station. It's nothing to do with me. Between 10 and 1, this is my watch. What do you want to say to me?
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say to you, right? Then they took your show off for Brexit.
Yes.
And I was like, I've been waiting all night for
Unbelievable.
And Cass. Brilliant. Fantastic. You know, you deserve a break. And then you've opened the show with that tirade. And I thought, you're going against everything you've told us. We're not talking about Brexit. We're not talking... I'm all Brexit.
I didn't talk about Brexit.
Well, okay, then the Prime Minister and politics...
Well, no, I said, first of all, I said I don't talk about Brexit. That will be changing as the show evolves, and I evolve to keep my job. Secondly, I didn't talk about Brexit. What was your next point, Tony?
Well, that was it, mate.
Thanks very much indeed. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Greetings and salutations, dear Ian and Cap. How are you doing?
Oh, I believe we have a Lord of the Manor on the line.
Well, indeed. So, dear, I was hoping for no hashtag Brexit, as you kind of said before, but I can understand that you've got to adapt, you've got to change, and you've got to be kept on the air, because
yes,
it's very upsetting that you would take it off. Just in terms of the Right Honourable Boris Johnson MP.
Yes, sir.
As I said before, I am a fan. I am a Brexiteer. However,
when have you said this to me? When have you said this to me? Have we said this? Have we had a conversation about this before? I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah. We did. We talked about being nice to each other.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm really disappointed in him. And the reason I'm disappointed is the judiciary are the judiciary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter about politics. It doesn't. And I totally agree with your point that Ian Dale said. You know, if you can't have trust in the judiciary, then everything just goes to pot. It all just goes and blows up, because that is the final yes or no. And what he should have done is he should have gone and been humble and said, okay, and you know what? It's like when you watch your football team. My football team, Bracknell Town, 4-0 tonight, fantastic. Okay, we won. If we lost, and we lost fairly, I would have gone, all right, yeah, fair enough, we lost. He lost, that's it, he should have been humble.
How would you feel if you complained to a company and in their written response they not only didn't address the main point of your complaint, they also sent you a winky emoji?
Oh my word, I saw your tweet about Domino's. I was fuming. I mean, why? And the fact they swore at you. How is that acceptable?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a lot of Twitter followers. Are they insane? I mean, well, that's it. I'm going to go to other pizza-based companies now.
James, thank you very much indeed. 03444991000. We can broaden it. I don't want to bang on about Domino's all the time. They're never getting my dollar again. But I'm happy to talk crappy responses. Your cleaners, when you sacked your cleaners off, they did a similar thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm Ian Lee, by the way. I'm
Catherine Boyle.
Welcome.
And yeah, I've got extreme middle class guilt about having a cleaner, but I've also got a clean house, so I'll deal with it. Yeah, for a while I had these cleaners that were from an agency, so I never knew what their names were, and they were different people all the time.
Yeah.
And, I kind of noticed a decline in standards, you know, like poo in the toilet and stuff.
They would do a poo in the toilet and not
I didn't do it. No, they hadn't cleaned. It's
disgusting.
And I would report it very kind of apologetically, not wanting to get anyone into trouble, but could you just make sure they take a bit more care around here and actually, like, clean here? And and this went on for a year, and then we had a conversation and you said, right, this week have a look properly and see if they're actually doing the job you pay them for. Don't feel apologetic. Don't feel like you've got to sugarcoat it. If they're not doing the job, then, you know, then what are you paying them for? And this is true. So the final week I had a proper look, and it was just, I didn't even have to, it wasn't even like a 4 in the bed style, you know, pulling covers back and looking underneath, skirting boards and behind. It was obvious that they hadn't done stuff, right? You know, there was still food in the plug holes in the sink and stuff, and just, you know, spraying, I think they were just spraying air freshener about.
Okay, yeah.
So I wrote a really long and, you know, I thought quite nice text message to the woman who runs the company, saying, I think you're brilliant. You've always addressed my, you know, issues really responsibly, and please don't see this as any criticism of you. But I've just noticed that, you know, I'm paying for a service really that I'm not getting anymore, and so I think from today we call it quits. And I get a message back almost straight away. Okay, I'll drop your keys off on Monday.
Gosh.
And I had a little think about it, and I thought, right. Then I took some pictures and I went, just in case you were curious, this is what happened. And I got a response to that was, thanks very much, smiley face.
Is there anything more inappropriate in what should be an apology, although yours was even further away from one than mine? Is there anything worse than an emoji? I mean, emojis and emoticons, I think emojis are Apple, aren't they? And emoticons are generic. Mm-hmm. I think. Could be wrong. But, I mean, they're just the most What adult would send them in a communication? Anyway,
Not a professional one.
I sent some jokingly to my boss a few weeks ago when we were off. I'd only just discovered where it was on my phone, and I sent him like one of a cat crying or something when I wasn't coming in. As a joke, and then I sent him a message, I've not worked out these emojis yet, I'm sorry. As a joke. But as an actual, you know, as a way of dealing with something.
Also, addressing a complaint. Mind you, I remember an absolute corker, and it's professional, but there's also a time there's a time and a place for emojis. Know them. There was a friend of mine who was got.
Oh, you made me laugh.
Up
Thank
for
you.
an award.
Thank you.
Do you remember this one?
Stressed. Go on.
Do you remember this one?
Oh, yes, I do remember this one. Yes. Alistair, Ren, Chris, and John, stay there.
So we're all at this awards ceremony, and obviously the rest of the radio station is listening back home.
Yeah.
Kind of this simulcast thing, and my friend's category came up, and nothing. Didn't get anything. Immediately, he gets a text message from someone from the office who was listening.
Was
at
it his
home.
producer?
I think it was.
Is his producer?
If it wasn't,
or certainly his ex-producer. They'd worked together.
Someone who'd been on his team at some point. Who sent him a thing through. No prize for you. Boo-hoo. Sad face.
And he was furious.
It's my favourite tweet of all time. Just so inappropriate.
Your stories of emojis, emoticons, anything like that, I'm totally up for it. 0344 499 1000.
There was another one. The
Go on.
secretary at the same place said that for ages she'd been texting her daughter and putting LOL on the end of things, thinking it was lots of love.
Yeah. That was David Cameron.
Well, she did it for... Unfortunately, your sister's back in hospital. LOL, mum.
Let us go to Ren. Good evening, Ren.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Very, very well, Ren. How are you? Dry?
Dry? Am I wet, you mean? I'm completely dry at this moment in time. I've been writing today. I'm a writer.
Well, okay. Well, have I got you right? You're also...
Oh, come on.
Is this the kink therapist?
Yes.
Well, actually, the funny thing is that
I panicked then for a second. I'm just saying to a random woman, "Are you dry?" Well, if anyone heard Ren's call the other day, it would make. But then I'm thinking, oh God, have I got the wrong person?
My favourite line from your call the other day, Ren, was without going into any detail and then telling us everything.
I tried. I don't know. I don't want you guys to get in control. I don't get bothered with Ofcom.
People were quoting you.
I don't want that on my conscience.
People were quoting you on Twitter a lot.
You're a legend.
That night. You're very funny.
No, I'm not.
You made an impact the other night. Anyway, Ren, it's nice to talk to you again. What have you got for us?
Okay, well, I was actually ringing up to talk about female ejaculation. Boom.
There we go.
What I am going to talk
Is that the noise it makes?
Sorry, what did you say?
When you said boom, I said, is that the noise it makes?
No.
It was just a joke.
Okay, right.
It just gushes. It just gushes.
Okay,
it flows.
She knows it wasn't a boom. Yes.
I actually want to talk... Sorry, I've forgotten your name. What's your name?
My name is Dave, and this is Sarah.
Sandra.
You're really Sandra?
No.
I was just listening to what you were saying. I've been making notes because I'm a writer, and on what you were saying, because I haven't been listening to your show, and I've been writing today.
Well, you've been writing.
And I just knew... Yeah.
Have you done any emojis in your writing?
I want to bring up that point as well, because you're absolutely right on that one. But I want to talk to, basically, the point you said you had this cleaner that came in and you weren't happy with her response and what she was doing. And then you basically said, I don't want to have your services anymore. And she replied with an emoji. Well, you're dealing with somebody who's got narcissistic personality disorder, which ties me into what I want to talk about, which actually wasn't what I was ringing in about.
Gosh.
But it's tangentially linked. It's about Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Now,
He's a
I want to take away the politics from this. Look at the man in the round. Okay?
Yes.
Just knock it all away. This man is suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, and he's aware of it. Which means that he's actually extremely rare.
Hang on, can you? Well, I thought you didn't think you could be aware of being a narcissist. I thought that was one of the symptoms of narcissism.
You're right, generally. 95% of people with MPD are not aware that they've got MPD.
Yeah, okay. But he knows
5% of them are, and Boris Johnson is one of them.
Okay.
And... I mean, what can I say? I mean, I'm just looking back at my notes now to refresh my memory. A player, corrupt.
Yeah.
Can we not see as corrupt? He's a clown.
Yeah.
What does impeachment mean? Is he live streaming himself raping women?
Me saying what does impeachment mean doesn't mean that he's a narcissist. That was me saying I'm not quite sure what impeachment means in relation to Donald Trump.
And the bit about raping women was a for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. It's a thought experiment. But it's a very important one.
Well, yeah, okay.
He's absolutely aware of his narcissism. The problem with Boris Johnson is that he's not that intelligent. So whilst he's aware of his narcissism, he's making massive mistakes. And that's a problem for our country. a massive problem.
The problem for our country is he's a massive bellend. That's what the problem is. We've got Bellend as the Prime Minister, and all of any of the potential replacements are as dumb as he is. They're all useless. They're like it's like having Parliament run by a bunch of wet rags.
They are. Unfortunately, the more you get to the top of society, the more you get the narcissists rising. It's like an angel cake. Up they go. And they do it by stamping on normal people.
Yes.
Which is why you're so angry.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I'm not that angry. I just think he's an idiot, and I don't like seeing it happen.
He's not an idiot, though, and that's the danger that we fall into. He's not an idiot. He is aware of what he's doing, but it's just not going the way that he wants to at the moment.
He's King Baby.
Sorry?
He's King Baby.
In a way, he is, and he's now surrounded himself with yes people who are prepared to do the party line, just as Trump is. Trump's not as cognitively aware as of his narcissism. In fact, Trump is not aware of his narcissism. But Bojo is.
Tell us. Don't call him Bojo. No. It's Boris Johnson, MP. Boris Johnson, Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Don't call him Bojo, because that plays into his. I'm just a cute, lovely guy. That's dangerous.
True.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Tell us if we've got any women listening, or any lovers of women. Tell us about how we can help with the old FE, the female ejaculation. What's the technique?
Oh, you've got me onto my little pet subject there.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually, I was talking to my partner about this today. I knew I was going to ring in and talk to you, and I was really worried. Do I write? I don't know what I can say on radio or not. I mean, we're talking about something which essentially has been banned. Okay? Female ejaculation in porn films that you want to buy, that you want to pay for, go into your sex shop and buy them.
Yeah.
I'm not making any moral judgments. Female ejaculation on film has now been banned, and it's been banned for several years.
Well, hang on a minute, but you can get it on Pornhub.
Yeah, you can, but that's free. But I'm talking about going and buying it, and now that is illegal. Right. You can't sell it in a sex shop.
Why not?
Because it doesn't. The powers that be say that it's not real.
It's not what? She's been cut off.
It's not real.
Oh, it's not real? What? Hang on, what?
Not real. I know. Basically, the argument goes, it's water sports. Water sports aren't legal. Female ejaculation is water sports, therefore female ejaculation is not legal. I'm sure you see the argument. The
British Board you're right, this is an article from Cosmo, which I believe is short from Cosmo in 2014. The British Board of Film Classification has a problem with female ejaculation. They also take issue with bondage, spanking, face-sitting, and a whole bunch of other sex acts they feel are too obscene or dangerous for porn. In effort to keep their porn just obscene enough, the BBFC has banned the following. I think I can say nearly all of these words. Aggressive whipping, caning, face-sitting, fisting, female ejaculation, penetration by any object, physical or verbal abuse, regardless of if consensual, spanking, strangulation, and water sports.
Yes, exactly. None of those things are actually technically paraphilias, according to the DMV, the psychological classification of mental disorders. Yeah. What is paraphilic is things like bestiality and child abuse.
Yeah, but they're banned as well.
They are banned because they're illegal.
Yeah.
But you are lumping in a set of fetishes which aren't really harming anyone.
I think throwing in bestiality and child porn, I think that muddies the water slightly, because they're illegal acts that the majority of people would all agree have no place in a decent society.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
But spanking, female ejaculation, physical or verbal abuse, if consensual, face-sitting. I
know, Queen. I know. You're upset about that one, aren't you? I get that.
But I bet sounding is still allowed, isn't it?
Sorry, what, sorry?
Sounding? Are we teaching you something?
You're not teaching me anything, sweetheart.
You know what sounding is?
You really want me to stick a rod up you?
Yeah, she knows! She just passed our test. No, I do not want you to do that. I do not want you to do that under any circumstance, please, Ren.
No, not many people do.
No, not my cup of tea. I do vaguely remember this story, and it does seem ridiculous that would.
It's really serious, because essentially, if we can say that we can buy pornography which shows the man ejaculating onto a woman's face, or anybody's face, it doesn't really matter who it is, that we can't show the obverse, which is the woman can do it, then there is something seriously wrong with our society.
Yeah. I agree. Ren, thank you for that. And thank you. That we will call in again. We look forward to hearing more naughty stuff from you.
Well, I'll try. And I'll try to educate on MPD abuse as well, which is my other thing.
On what, sorry?
I educate on MPD. People have been abused by narcissists and also kink, and I'm a sex-positive educator. Beautiful. And you can follow me at the Renard Resistance even.
Hang on. Say this again. What are you on Twitter? Because I want to see. The
Renard Resistance.
Renard Resistance.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look-see here. Hang on.
Oh,
hang on. How are you on Twitter? Is that on Twitter?
Oh, just hello naked.
I'm not looking at you yet. Is that on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter there, and I think my blog, because I'm changing the names at the moment of my blog, but basically on my WordPress blog, it's just Renard blog.
But Renard, how are you spelling Renard?
As in female fox.
As what?
Yes, exactly. Female fox.
How are you spelling it? Reynard.
I can't spell my own name.
Why?
RERNANDE. Renard.
RENARDE.
Renard. Nothing's coming up for Renard. Oh, hang on, I've got the wrong thing. No, nothing's coming up for Renard Resistance.
I'm not going
to Pornhub if that's
you could try FetLife, but no, I've been banned from there.
I'm not going. You've been banned from FetLife? My God! Ren, thank you very much indeed. It's nice to talk to you. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
No rules nocturnal nattering for nightbirds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
Right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Alistair, stay there. I'm going to come to you in a minute, I promise. I don't want you putting the phone down, but before that, I do want to go to John. Good evening, John.
Hello, Ian and Kath, you okay?
Very well. Hey, John, hey, we thought you kicked the bucket, mate.
Nearly. Sometimes I don't even listen because of the reception. It's terrible up here, you know.
Our shows do get a terrible reception, yeah, that's true.
No, honest, I've got a DAB radio, and I don't know if you remember, like, years ago when you used to go to see clubs, like bands in the club.
Yeah.
And, like, they set this thing in where it would measure the decibels and it would cut them out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's what it seems to happen, you know. Like when you play music, it cuts out. And
we'll keep it nice and quiet from now on, and nice and soft so it doesn't cut out for you in the Tyneside area.
Thank you. Anyway, about this pizza carry-on.
Yeah.
I've been really angry in the past, like when people, you know, they say they didn't deliver where they usually do. But I made a point on Twitter about not accepting a meal as a like an apology.
Yeah.
Because my brother-in-law used to work in a restaurant in Newcastle.
Go on.
I think I know where this is going.
I don't want to hear this, but go on.
Well, they used to get quite a few celebrities in there, you know.
Oh, jeez.
And one in particular was being a right bell end that night, complaining about food. So his plate had to go back into the kitchen. So it got loaded with, I don't know if you know the sayings up there, Grem and Hockle.
Oh my God.
Wow. I do know the sayings up there, Grem and Hockle. Aye.
So I would never accept a meal, you know, if I had any problems. I would want my money back.
That is, do you, don't say it, but do you know who the celebrity was?
Yeah.
If I put you back to Sam, would you tell Sam? We won't say it on air.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put you back to Sam. Sam, could you find out who the celebrity was and then type it on the screen?
I'm going to have a little guess to myself, just for fun.
We need to know when it was. I'm guessing it was someone like Bob Monkhouse.
No, he's delightful.
Oh, I bet.
No, Bob Monkhouse was an absolute charmer. I met him once.
Yeah, okay, but I bet he had his moments.
No. Not from what I hear.
Barrymore?
I'm thinking someone more local to him.
Joe Cocker. Who? Jimmy Nail. Jimmy Nail. Yeah. Jimmy Nail. Yeah, it could be. Gonna find out. You can't have a look yet. Let's have John back. Let's have John back. John, now the reason I'm laughing is Oh! The first thing that was typed was, he got shot on a famous television programme. John can't remember his name. But now we have the name. And I have to say, John, he
was stabbed, not shot.
He was stabbed, not shot. Yes.
Aye.
You worked it out, Kath? He was. Yeah. Oh, that I can believe. Have you seen, on a completely different subject, have you seen Brian Tilsley from Coronation Street's new wife? In real life?
When you say new, you mean like to this planet? Yes.
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with the person who had their meal hopped on. Nothing to do with them. Just thought of Brian Tilsley then. His new wife, John, he's doing very well for himself, all things considered.
Yeah. Well, he must be a nice man, you know.
He must be a nice man, John. Thank you very much indeed. It's nice to hear from you. Did we play that break? We did, didn't we? Yeah. It's outrageous behaviour. That is outrageous. Here's the thing as well. This pizza the place offered me, they said, we'll give you... This is where I got the wink. We'll give you free pizzas for your team.
By the way, we are not in any way suggesting that this would happen from this...
Oh, God, no, not at all.
Company.
No, but the point I make is they will give you free pizzas for your team tonight. Winky emoji.
We've checked, and we definitely deliver there, is what she did.
Oh, yeah, and I just thought... Well,
that's completely demeaning your problem.
The team is like three of us. It's not... and also, here's the thing. Here's the real thing, right? Compo is nice. I love a bit of compo. I love it. But it wasn't what I was doing it for. I didn't want a lifetime supply of pizzas. All I wanted was I'm really sorry this happened. I'm really sorry that you were spoken to in that way. That was unacceptable. I've spoken to the team, and we'll make sure it never happens again. If it does, here's my number, but I can guarantee you it will never happen to you or anyone else again. That's it. That's all I wanted. No, I will send some pizzas for your team. I can buy pizzas for the team. I can buy pizzas. You just need to be able to sell them to me. That's the thing. All I want was a thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all I wanted.
And no emojis, please, in professional conversations.
Evening, Alistair.
Evening, guys. All right.
A little cough there. A little clear of the throat. I like that.
So, Domino's, are you not going to ring them again, Pete, because of that?
Here's the thing. Where I live out in the sticks. Right. And I don't have Deliveroo. I don't have Just Eat. I've got three places. This pizza place, a curry house, and a Chinese. And that's it. And my boys don't like curry or Chinese. So I guess I'm going to have to. But, you know, it's just the apology was being sworn out, and the apology was unacceptable.
Yeah. I actually was in McDonald's the other week, and I did the opposite in a sense, because the lady because you know you can sit down and they'll bring your meal to you.
You've got waitress service at Mackie D's now. This
waitress brought the meal over, and she was really nice, nice big smile, and after my meal I went up to the manager and I said, that lady there has just given me a great service.
Oh.
Now,
come on, fella!
It's you.
Dirty boy. Dirty boy.
No, I mean, I did actually do that, and
well, good for you. This is it. And
the lady had a smile on her face, and the manager was.
You're right. When we get good service, we should comment. So. We should tell the people above them that we have had good service. And I tend to do that if I've been dealing with it. If I've been dealing with an issue online or phoning up, and then I get to speak to someone who's superior to them, I will say, by the way, you know Steve I was speaking to earlier. He was amazing. You want to keep him. Where was I the other day? And someone was dealing with something. I can't think. I was in somewhere and someone was dealing with something, and then they went, and then the manager came in. I said, by the way, she was doing an amazing job. That was great. You want to give her a pay rise?
Oh, wasn't it B&Q?
No, it wasn't. It was somewhere else. Somewhere else.
He's also the sort of person who uses people's names when they got badges on.
Oh, yeah. Do you do that, Alistair? Hello, Susan. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate your help.
Oh, I do that all the time. Yeah. And it makes Kath so embarrassed, and it shouldn't.
You know why? Because I used to work in a shop and we used to swap badges.
Well, in Pret, I think it's Pret, they have fake names, don't they?
Yeah.
They have fake names.
Madrigal.
What?
Madrigal.
Yes, they have. I was served by Madrigal earlier on today. Funnily enough, what a coincidence that you knew Madrigal. Yes, they do. They have names that are not their own, and it makes it all the more exciting, I think. How you doing, Alistair?
Anyway,
you good?
Well, yeah, I'm still sober. I've nearly reached 5 months.
Oh.
But my mental health has been a bit dodgy. Funnily enough, the week after Bath, actually.
Yeah. Did you have a bit of a down?
Yeah, because and the other day I was listening to your show, and I think you were talking about venlafaxine, and I think I've got a similar issue because I'm on a 225 dosage of venlafaxine, and I think it's making me go high and low.
Okay.
Because without the alcohol, of course, it's probably more active in my system, I'm thinking.
Okay, well maybe go and have a little chat with your GP and tell him, stroke her, exactly how you've been feeling and your thoughts. The thing with these antidepressants, and I'm not a chemist or a doctor, so I can't tell you what to do apart from speak to someone who's qualified.
Yeah.
But the thing I found really interesting is that you would think that if a drug was having a certain effect and you wanted to increase that effect, you would increase the dosage. And with antidepressants, it's not always the case. Sometimes decreasing the dosage increases the effect. So I would suggest go and have a chat with your GP and tell them how you've been feeling. Say, I'm 5 months sober and I'm worried that, or I consider that maybe the booze is, not being on the booze is having is it worth tinkering? Is it worth coming down a bit? Is it worth staying on it a bit longer and riding it out? I think you should go and have that chat.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, if I may just say so, sir, I make up that there are not that many great things in your life to look forward to, right? Would that be right? Or would that be wrong?
Well, I think that was the case. I'm actually doing more things now, and I'm visiting old friends now.
Beautiful.
And I've got an interview to be a volunteer.
Hey.
So I'm starting to kind of put things in.
I just wonder, and Kath points this out about me, and she's right, every bloody time, that sometimes when I do a big thing, like going to a concert, or taking the boys out to a show, or, something I've been looking forward to for ages, that afterwards I have like a week sometimes where I just sink. Because I've had the high, the anticipation and the high has passed, and I haven't got anything in my diary to look forward to, and it's so I kind of sink down. So I'm wondering if maybe the show that you came and saw of us in Bath, I know it was a big thing for you to come that far, and it was been in the diary for ages, that maybe there was
you wanted to talk to us and you were feeling quite emotional about it.
Maybe there was a sense of anticlimax afterwards that resulted in a quite normal, mild depression.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something in that, and I mean, the show was brilliant, but it was actually meeting you guys.
It was brilliant. You're right.
Face to face, and you were so lovely and welcoming.
We're lovely people. He's right.
Stop it.
I can't argue with
this. We
this.
were really pleased to see you.
He's right. We are lovely people, and the show was brilliant.
I did like Kath more than you.
Get stuff. Dickhead. Right, I'm going to send him a crate of whiskey.
Don't.
Let's go. Dickhead. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I can take criticism. I'm a great guy. Chris.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I just wondered where the outrage police were when Theresa May defied British law by stopping us leaving the European Union on the 29th of March.
She didn't defy law. How did she defy law?
It was in British law when they triggered Article 50. It meant we were to leave the European Union.
Okay. So how did she? Just remind me. Sorry. How did she defy the law? Sorry.
She stopped us leaving. She used.
She got an extension. She got a legal extension.
No, she didn't go through Parliament to get it. She got a
legal.
She used international law. She defied British law to do it.
Chris, well, we're in Europe, so those laws apply to us. So she didn't break the law.
Yes, she did. She broke British law.
Chris, you can keep
British law.
Chris, hello. You can keep saying she broke the law, but you're wrong. She didn't break the law.
I'm not wrong.
Well, you literally are.
She defied British law.
Chris.
She defied British law.
Okay. So do you think it's acceptable? Do you think it's acceptable that Boris Johnson broke the law?
No.
Okay. Well, so what is your point? Go and raise the money.
The outrage police weren't there.
Well, because she didn't break the law, Chris. Are you really that stupid?
There's no Gina Miller. She did break the law.
Chris, are you really that thick and that desperate to make a point? When I'm talking, they can't hear you. Are you really that desperate and that thick to make a point that you're just making stuff up? She did not break the law.
Yes, she did.
All right, Chris, this is like a Monty Python argument, but you're wrong, mate. You just keep saying, yes, she did. It doesn't make it so, okay? Thanks for your call, Chris. Thanks a lot for your call, mate. Appreciate it. Jeez.
Talk about the outrage, please. I think he was a constable.
He was something that sounded like constable.
No. Just a concerned citizen.
Great argument, Chris. I really enjoyed that. That really taxed me a little bit there. Great argument.
I love a bit of whataboutery.
Yeah, I do as well. Good. He's a great guy. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. What do you want, Kat?
Hi, Kat. Hi, Ian.
Haven't you been on already?
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, what do you want?
I've just received my copy of the book. Here's the thing.
Have you got it?
Yeah, it came this morning.
We're going to give you a call after 11, please, Sam. We'll call Alan after 11. We're going to get Alan to recreate bits from the Here's the Thing book. That's what we're going to go with. Good evening, Tim.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks, Tim. What you got?
Well, basically, it's just I followed the politics today, to be honest with you, and I've been following it over the last few weeks. I've not been off work and I'm not doing too well.
Why would you bother? It's boring.
Well, is it? I mean, the thing is, it's
really,
quite
really
affecting.
boring.
Well, okay, but I don't see it like that in a way. There's been a couple of. I wanted to hear really what went on after this decision with the court, but I wanted to put across one thing quite more serious, to be honest with you, and that's why I think there's such a detachment from what members of the public think against some of this, what's being discussed on TV, what I've seen today in the Parliament, and that is that
for example,
when we start talking about the judiciary, the talking elements of whether or not...
Do you think it's acceptable for the Prime Minister to break the law?
Well,
No. Do you think it's acceptable for the Prime Minister to break the law?
No.
Thanks very much for your call, Tim. I really appreciate it. 0344, and that's it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to that argument. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. I feel a little bit mean doing this, because one of my close friends is one of these, and one of my close friends could be described as one of these, and I know it's a term that she dislikes immensely. It's hashtag one hit wonder day today, so I feel a little bit mean using the phrase one hit wonder. I remember the Imani Copper I'm talking about, she was mentioned in an article, I think it was about one-hit wonders, and she was cited in it, and she kind of did a post saying, well, actually, there's more reasons than just running out of talent or not. You know, there are more reasons that people only have one hit, and it's not all about having a hit. There's integrity, there's mental health, there's personal lives, there's relationships, there's being disillusioned with the industry, there's addiction, there's all these different things. So it's a slightly mean... It can be sometimes used as a slightly mean thing. With that in mind, let's celebrate hashtag one hit wonder day.
Oh.
Sorry? With your favourite one hit wonders. And I only saw this on Twitter. And the one that I only saw a picture of the, hang on 1 second. Let me just get this phone call, yes. Hello?
Hello, mate. It's Tim again from Scunthorpe. Sorry, I don't know whether I just got cut off or what have you. I mean,
I cut you off.
I think from LBC, and I'm thinking, was this supposed to be a discussion? Or,
no.
I
cut you off, Tim. It was really dull. But thanks so much for your time, mate.
Amazing, just amazing. No wonder we're like we are.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Bye bye.
Another satisfied customer.
Blind Melon. Do you remember Blind Melon?
Vaguely.
I don't remember. I just remember the image. When we come back, we're going to play the Blind Melon song. I remember it as being like a sort of mid 90s sort of grungy, like pop grunge.
Yeah.
You don't remember it?
Don't remember it at all.
Instead of saying yes, I do, and then mouthing to me.
I remember them. No. I vaguely remember the name, but I don't remember what they sounded like.
Okay, well, we're going to...
That's allowed, isn't it?
We're going to find out.
Unbelievable.
All right, Tim, calm down, mate. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We get the point. You're crazy. You're a crazy guy. That's a blind melon. It's okay. Tim is angry. He keeps calling in. Chris is angry. Chris keeps going on about Theresa. He was the Theresa May broke the law guy, I think. Under which law did Theresa May get an extension? There was no reason to get an extension, as it was in British law we were to leave on the 29th of March. One of the judges yesterday was a legal advisor for Anthony Blair. It's all a bit too complicated for you. Well, it's too complicated for you because the first sentence means nothing. Under which law did Theresa May get an extension? But that doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless. It's absolute... But doesn't mean under which law? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? So we were supposed to come out on that date, and then she got an extension. I don't understand what's so tricky about that. And yeah, Tony Blair has a lot of money, so he uses really good, excellent judges and legal advisors. He uses the best because he can afford it, and that's why we have the best looking at the really important decisions and legal cases in this country. I can't understand why you think it's acceptable for Boris Johnson to break the law. You know, you voted, right, so that we would be in control of our laws. Well, that's what's going to happen. We just had a law that was looked at by the best judges in the mind. They went, yeah, no, we can't do that. You can't do that. It's against the law. Oh, okay. That's what you voted for, isn't it, Brexit guys? Isn't it? Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Hello, how are you?
None of your business. What do you want?
Is Kath there tonight?
None of your business. What do you want?
Oh, right, Kath. Nice to speak to you too. I got a joke for you.
Go on then, what you got?
Well, it's not so much a joke, but it's a story, okay?
No, alright. Okay, go on.
Well, Roger, my cat...
I will do no such thing.
booked himself a holiday with Thomas Cook.
Okay.
And he was, I'm in Weymouth in Dorset, and he was going to fly from Bournemouth Airport up to London, and he was going to Catford.
Yep.
And then Thomas Cook obviously went bust.
Yes.
And
So it's a very complicated setup, but what I'm guessing is going to be a very, very weak
Did he
punchline.
have a passport? Because that's all going to get complicated post-Brexit, isn't it?
oh yeah, well yeah, this is pre-Brexit.
Pre-Brexit.
so
I'm just
he's all right.
raising some Brexit concerns, that's all.
I'm sure James has considered what's going to happen after October the 31st, November the 1st.
I got a text today from the passport office saying, and I'll read it to you. I mean, they're
let him do
concerned
his-
about me.
Let him do his joke.
Passport validity rules will change after Brexit. You may need to renew earlier than planned.
Let him do his this is a complicated
When's the
setup.
joke starting?
It started, I think.
Well, no, it's a true story.
Oh, okay.
It's just got a comic end to it.
Okay.
But yeah, so
There's something
Roger
funny
the
about
Cat. So Roger the Cat flew to Catford.
Yep.
With
There's
Thomas
not
Cook.
an airport at Catford, but continue vous s'il vous plaît, monsieur.
Well, he landed at London City Airport and then drove to Catford.
Yep.
And they went bust, and his holiday didn't go through, and he lost all his money because it wasn't cat-hole protected.
Is cat hole like a cat's arsehole?
No, I think he means like Atoll, the
No,
travel agency.
Atoll, the travel agency thing that
regulated.
I tell you what, James, that wasn't funny at all. Thanks very much for your time. Let's go to Alan Caddick. Good evening, Alan.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Kath.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm getting a headache tonight. Have you
I
got
wonder
any pills?
why.
You got any pills?
Probably could obtain some, yeah. Hang
Give
on.
me some drugs. I've got some drugs. We've got this party started. Alan, you got your. So here's the thing: the late night alternative transcripts. We are about 8 books away from making £2,000 for the Samaritans. Isn't that amazing? So thank you for your support, Alan. Thank you very much indeed. It's every penny is appreciated.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at page 124 at the moment. Work experience.
Okay, I don't remember because I haven't got the book in front of me.
I remember.
Have you got the book with you?
No.
So you'll have to be Mo, and I'll play you.
Here's what you're gonna do, Alan. You're gonna read it out, and you're gonna do all the voices.
Okay. Yes, line one, you're on the wireless. Hello? Yeah? Yeah. Hi, Ian. I just want to start by apologising to you, to be honest. I apologising to Catherine. Okay. So, Ian, I need some work soon. Can I do it with you? No, enough license, mate. No. Why? Because you've been rude to me and you've been horrible to Catherine. That's why. And there are loads of people who've been really nice to us or have been indifferent to us. If they were to act, or I would consider much more seriously than you. I think it would be offensive to those people that haven't been rude to us to invite you in for work experience. But it's a disagreement in opinion, really. No,
Hang on. You're just doing the same voice. I don't know when you've changed speaker.
Order! Point of order and delay.
Now, is this in the book or is he just freestyling now?
I mean, that was an okay Burko, but he's more order.
Point of order, Mr. Lee.
What are you talking? Is this in the book? I don't have the book in front of me.
No, you said speaker. I was transferring to John Burko
I'm going to
mode.
jump in. I've got a blinding headache because of the idiots we've had phoning up tonight. I'm going to jump in my car and I'm going to drive to Birmingham and I'm going to shove my fist so far down your throat it's going to come out your backside.
It's a metaphor.
I mean it literally. Alan?
Oh, now.
Has he hung up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. He better start running. Yeah? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
No.
I mean it literally. I'm going to go and do that.
No.
I'm doing it.
You're not doing that.
Who's this guy? Have we spoken to this guy? Hello, guy. Hello? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air?
Oh, Ian, it's me, James, again, with the appalling cat joke.
Oh, right, you have more stuff.
But, no, I just had a film recommendation for you and Kath. Just a film recommendation. It's called Zombie Driftwood.
Okay, what happens in it?
I don't know, because I only ever saw about 40 minutes of the
You want us to watch a film that you couldn't be bothered to sit all the way through? What? So we can tell you the ending?
No, I had one of those really crap old PlayStation 2s that I used to play my DVDs on, and I got about sort of 35, 40 minutes in, and then it decided to stuff up, and it wouldn't play the rest of it, so I was really pissed off because I couldn't see the whole film.
Why are you recommending it to us?
Because, if you're a loose end at a weekend, I thought you might like a DVD to watch.
Well, I'll watch a film that someone has recommended that they've seen all of.
Oh, okay.
Was the first 40 minutes any good?
Yes, it was quite good. It's got zombies in it.
Okay, all right, and some driftwood. All right, thank you so much for your calls, James. I really maybe go and have a little rest, mate. I think you don't want to wear yourself out too much. Flippin' heck, man. I've got a blinding headache. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. And here's the thing, here's the problem. We are now in a situation where people will phone up and defend the Prime Minister breaking the law because he's doing what 17.4 million people want. And that's why Boris Johnson cannot lose. Because the court case yesterday, no one will have changed their mind. No one will have gone, I think Brexit's a bad idea, or, I think Brexit's a good idea. No one will have changed their mind. Everyone's mind is the same. It just makes people more entrenched, right? And so now all the people that are champing at the bit to get Brexit done at all costs are now seeing all of this as a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. It's the elite. It's the liberal elite. It's the London mafia. It is... it's a class war now. It's people who are out of touch with reality telling working class people what to do when it's not. It's people, it is the elite in as much as these are the elite observers and practitioners of law, people that we should be proud to look up to and listen to when they speak on such important issues. These are the elite following the law. But people will see it as a conspiracy to stop Boris Johnson doing what working class people voted for. And it's not, and I've told you my views on Brexit. It appears we have some new listeners tonight. We have some new, really intelligent listeners and some thickos. I've told you my views on Brexit. I won't tell them again unless specifically asked because I think it's tedious. I think it's almost irrelevant, and it's not what a lot of you think. It doesn't fit into your binary narrative of pro and anti. So, what am I gonna do? But we're all screwed.
I think it comes to something when you've got a former cabinet minister, John Whittingdale, saying things like, there is a judgment which is superior to that of any court. And that is the judgment of the British people.
It's not.
Which British people?
It's not, though.
So what, mob rule?
John Redwood today suggesting that Parliament should be above the law. No, God, no! No! We should all be held accountable to the law. Am I really stupid and naive in saying that I was brought up to respect the law? Doesn't always go your way. Sometimes mistakes are made. But you respect the law. You function within the laws. Otherwise, what is the point? And what you're saying, only the Prime Minister can operate outside the law? Only rich people that studied at Eton are allowed to? What is this criteria? You're only allowed to break the law if you, dear listener, agree with it? That's the only time we can break the law, if it goes your way?
If this is allowed, what about a government that you don't agree with? What if they do something?
What?
They have to for the people.
What is this, man? What is this? And this is the state we're in, where people's going, yeah, no, of course it's okay for Prime Minister to break the law. Of course it is. He's just doing what people wanted. Here's the thing, thickos. If you think otherwise, you're thick and you're confused, right? The decision by the courts yesterday were apolitical. Okay? They were not anything to do with politics. They were to do with law. That's it. Simple as that. Simple as that. If you don't get that, I'm really sorry. You There's no hope for you. We've got an empty switchboard, dear listener. Why don't you give us a call? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Hello?
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock, hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle were on most nights. We can't always guarantee. There's a reason we were off yesterday, and we kind of had the boss said, do you want to do it? It's a newsy show. Do you want to do it? And I said, first of all, whenever I'm offered the opportunity to have a night off, unpaid, I should say, I tend to go for the night off because I'm a lazy guy.
So weird. Listen,
so lazy. Listen, the show is going to evolve and stuff because the station is getting newsier. You will have noticed it. The station is getting more right wing. My politics will not change. Well, I don't even know what my politics are. Slightly left of centre, a bit of a hippie sometimes. I don't know. I'm not going to become all Julia Hartley-Brewer. And it's not necessarily going to become a newsy show. It just might become a little bit more newsier. And it sort of has become a little bit more newsier in the last 2 weeks. But you may not have even noticed it. You may not have even noticed it. And we're going to have Catherine and I've got to send the email. I must do that tomorrow. Let me write that in my diary. Catherine and I are going to have a meeting with our two bosses to discuss how, for example, we would have done yesterday's show, which was a big news day. I mean, in our style. What day is it tomorrow? To do. Email boss. There we go. We'll do that. Let me get that in. Email boss. How we would have done yesterday's show in our style. There's going to be compromise, guys. There's going to be compromise. Why? Well, because I like working here. And I like being a voice of reason in a right-wing cesspit. And I like this station. I love this show. I love working with Kath. I love working with Sam. I like almost 16% of the callers we get, which is a record for me. And also I want to pay my mortgage and feed my kids. So I'm happy to compromise. Some of you will consider that to be a sellout. Some of you, I don't know. I hope you'll come along for the ride. And if at any point it gets too not us for you, then thank you very much for all your support so far. There's no need to tell us on Twitter that you won't be listening anymore. Don't do that.
Also,
that's a mean thing to do.
Here's a suggestion. Reserve judgment, because we change the show all the time.
Yeah, we do actually. If you go back to listen to like the first month, and then listen to like 15 months, and then listen to 24 months, it's a completely different vibe, man. We've been doing this for 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years. It's a completely different vibe. So, it changes and it evolves, and that is only natural, and we would love you to come along with us. And I'm making it sound bigger than it actually is by even saying this. I'm making it sound like, just chill out. Chill out. We know what we're doing, and we're going to do it. Let's go to Riman. Good evening, Riman. Hello? Let me just try you on another line, just in case there's a problem with the phones. And hello, Riman, can you hear me? Riman, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Let's go to Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
It's Dave! It's raining Daves! Hallelujah, it's raining Daves! Whoa, Daves!
Wow.
Well, there's a one-hit wonder for you already, but I guess.
That's a good one. Who was it who did a sketch about it raining men? And just how horrific that would be. Like loads of corpses everywhere.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was now, yeah.
Hey, I tell you something, right, Dave, does your cat go out?
Yeah, she goes out in the back garden, yeah.
Okay,
she hasn't
right.
climbed the fence yet.
Okay,
but,
all right. Well, here's, I've had dead cats and shrews, dead mice and shrews and things, and dead birds.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the thing I came downstairs to the other day, right? Under the kitchen table was the shell of a mouse.
What do you mean, the shell?
The empty body of the mouse. So the mouse was there, but there was nothing inside it, right? I went to the foot of my stairs, and there, in a big red lump, was the insides of a mouse. One of the cats, I think I know which one, and I don't want to name her until I've concluded my investigations, but one of the cats cut open a mouse, scooped out the guts, and then took it to the other side of the house and dumped the guts there.
You say cut open. Are you sure there was an incision and it wasn't just a toothpaste thing?
It was no. It was a very precise opening because I picked it up. It was a very precise opening down the chest through to the bed. It was horrible, Dave. You think what sick mind could even create such an horrific torture? It was disgusting, Dave. You've got that madness to come.
Well, yeah, now you know why Egyptians, worship cats.
Yeah, they were cacking themselves.
That mummification stuff, they can,
It was horrific.
So am I ringing up to defend Boris Johnson or say about my favourite one-hit wonders?
I'm tempted. No, let's play it safe. Let's go for the Boris... let's go for the one-hit wonders. Go on.
So, Uptown Top Ranking by Alpha and Donna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on, what was that?
See me in my boots and ting, from 1970s.
I don't quite know it, Dave. Could you do a bit more of it, please?
No. I can't believe I did that bit.
Go on, just do that bit again.
No.
Just one more time.
No, you clip it. So.
I will not clip it.
Yeah.
Can we get it from the first one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. See me in my boots and ting. Okay.
See me in my boots and ting.
Yep.
Since Yesterday by Strawberry Switchblade. Do you know that one?
Oh, I used to love that.
I remember
That one.
I remember Strawberry
one,
Switchblade.
Yeah. Didn't they have another hit then, Strawberry Switchblade?
Don't think so. Well, it was a really minor one.
I liked them.
There's friend of the show, Luke Haynes, his band Black Box Recorder had their one hit.
Oh, God. Facts of Life. I sat down at my computer Sunday before, actually, hit the iTunes on random. That was the first track that came up. 11:30 on a Sunday morning. Facts of Life. I've sat there with a coffee. Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah, those albums are great.
They're great. Oh, we love Lukey, baby.
What else I've got? Single Bed by Fox, Single Bed by Fox. These are all 70s ones, actually. And obviously Delight, Groove is in the Heart, which is a favourite of mine as well.
Groove is in the Heart? I hate that song.
I love it. I put that on both of my
it, but
it's brilliant. I put it on both my daughter's iPods, make them have it. They hate it. And I said, no, it's brilliant, you'll learn.
The big one that everyone's citing today, of course, is Return of the Mac. Now, it's a great song.
There's a reason why it was a one-hit wonder.
Well, no, is there? Because I know he went to prison for, ABH, GBH, something.
Yeah, one of
some
those.
Letters,
disturbance in a Derby, nightclub, I think.
Yeah, but didn't that happen, didn't that happen some time after Return of the Mac, when it was clear that he was never going to have a hit again anyway?
Didn't he get someone else to do his national service, his community service for him? Didn't he try and get someone else to go and do it for him?
Oh my God, the man's a genius if he did. Mark Morrison.
Rings a bell.
That does ring a bell. I wonder what Mark Morrison is doing. Catherine, could you research?
I'm looking him up now.
Mark Morrison, the Mac.
Okay, here we go.
It's a great song. Put the person to one side. That is an amazing CD single. Casingle. That's an amazing Casingle.
Well, let's see.
Casingles. I would buy Casingles when they were reduced to 79 pence. Then I'd buy a Casingle.
I had a Casingle. I had who was it? I Feel You by what were they called?
The Dirty Bastards.
Something like that. It's really famous. Oh, they've completely gone out of my head. What the
one my dad had in his car, and it was really weird because he used to listen to Depeche Mode. My dad had one, and it was, but he was really into Neil Diamond. Then we get in his car one day, and he just Casingle on a loop. Oh, this is it. Sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul. Who was that? Was that Zoe? What was Zoe's song? Because maybe it was Zoe.
There was Steal My Sunshine by Len, wasn't there?
Len was always stealing my sunshine. What did Zoe?
Zoe, yeah.
It was that
Sunshine
Zoe.
on a Rainy Day.
Dad, and you'd be on a drive for like an hour. You go, Dad, could we have something else? No, I like this one. And it would just play auto reverse.
It's an old song, isn't it? Sunshine on a Rainy Day. It was a cover, I think.
I don't know. I don't know the history of Zoe's career choices. I associate that song, because I think they must have come out at the same time, with Martika's version
Martika's Kitchen.
Martika's Kitchens. Was that the band or was that the album?
No,
that was the album. Martika's version of I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet. I wonder what that version sounds like. Let me just get Martika. Hang on. Martika.
Toy Soldiers was Martika, wasn't it?
Like toy soldiers. Here we go. This is Martika, I Feel the Earth Move. Here we go. I wonder if this sounds as fresh as it did when I remember walking into Virgin Records on the Oxford, and it's always like a big thing, me going into Virgin Records. There's the Mac. It's got, look at those wheels, man.
It's got a sweet ride.
I remember feeling very grown up walking into Virgin Records, or maybe it was HMV, we just don't know. And then this was playing. This is great. This hasn't dated at all.
Someone take this for me.
I feel the earth move.
She's got a look about her.
I feel my heart start
You're around. Oh,
trembling.
baby. Wow, she's a... Where is... Right, okay. Can we get Martika on the show? Because I want to ask that woman to marry me. She is... stunning. She's got the look. She has got the look. I want to cook some bacon and eggs in Martika's kitchen.
Someone sampled Toy Soldier, didn't they? Was it? I want to say it was Eminem, but I don't think it was. So she's probably got that money going for her.
Good. She looks like Dot Cotton now. She?
A promise is a promise. You're getting married in the morning.
I don't want to marry Martika anymore. She does look like Dot Cotton. Not funny. It's a funny old word.
that Blind Melon thing you played.
Yes.
That was sort of 1990s MTV, as far as I'm concerned. That and Stay by Lisa Loeb, which was always on. And was it Whale? Slowbo Humping Robo Babe. Or whatever.
You're pretending you don't know what it's called.
Slowbo Humping Robo Babe.
I can't really spell like that.
What about Steal My Sunshine? That was another one.
Yeah, by Len. Yeah.
By Len.
Len.
Oh, you did mention that.
Len.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Polls.
Nah, it's cool.
All right, Dave. Thank you for those, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Ta-ra. I like Dave's calls.
Dug out the Lisa Loeb album the other day.
It's not very good, is it?
There's like one good song.
It's not a great. Yeah, Stay's a great song.
She was cute. I really wanted to look like her. I thought she was cool.
Got her own reality show a few years ago, and now she manufactures glasses.
Yeah.
You know, she phoned up Watco on his radio show because she was watching him stream on Periscope. But she had a reality, like a dating show, wasn't it, where it was like find a husband for Lisa Loeb.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm sure of it. And just like Salt and Pepper had their own reality show where one of them had become a born-again Christian and didn't want to do rap music.
Their biggest hit was probably a no-no, wasn't it?
Well, what was it?
Let's talk about
Jesus. Let's talk about Jesus, baby. Let's talk about I don't know how you could make that work.
Back up.
344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
It's electric, it's eclectic, it's always rule-free. It's the late-night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. One hit wonders. Oh, so we talked about your cleaner earlier on, how you'd fired off the first one, and the kind of just responded with an emoji. Okay then, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Happy smiley face. But you've now done the classic.
Yeah.
You've got a cleaner on the rebound.
I have.
You've got an older lady who, right, second week of cleaning.
Yeah.
And the first week, I said, how'd it go? You went, yeah, it's okay. First week. Yeah, it's okay. And then this week, how'd it go? Yeah, it's okay. And here's my prediction, right? Okay on the first and second week of cleaning is not great. First 6 weeks, they need to be on the top of their game, and then they can let standards slide a little bit, right? So if she's only okay on week 1 and week 2, right, and she comes at a random time, then by week 5, you're going to be cleaning up not only before her, as we all do, it's middle class thing. You're going to be cleaning up after her, and you won't be able to sack her because it's a one-woman organisation. It's not a company.
I like her and I know what her name is.
Yeah. So you won't be able to sack her.
She's doing a sterling job. I sent her a text saying thanks for another lovely job.
Okay, but you told me it was...
It was alright, yeah.
Do you not see...
It's better than what I could do. As long as it's better than what I can do, that'll do me.
But do you not see the inconsistency here?
She is cleaning. I mean, they just weren't cleaning. I think they were coming and watching...
My cleaner?
This morning.
My cleaner, Becky.
I mean, she virtually lives there, and you've told me not to speak to her because
She comes
she'll be there
once
all day.
a fortnight. She talks a lot. You cannot engage in conversation. But she does. I think she's brilliant. She does such an amazing job. Such a good job. You come in, it's clean, it smells clean, everything is tidy, everything is clean. I could not be happier with Becky. She's amazing, right? How was your clean today?
It was alright, yeah. It was alright. It was better than what I could do.
Okay. That's
or
it.
than I'm prepared to do.
Okay.
That way.
And
or that I want to do.
Okay.
I'd rather go back to bed. I don't want to be coming home cleaning.
Okie dokie. Well, you will be cleaning after her soon. And here's the thing, when it all goes pear-shaped, when it all goes pear-shaped in the first week of November, don't come complaining to me, I don't care. Don't care.
I'm going to tell Becky what you've been saying about her.
I've been saying she does an excellent job. I've been saying she does an amazing job.
You're saying she talks too much.
She talks. Of course she talks.
Yeah.
She's a mother of like 4 or 5 kids, I think. She wants to talk to an intellectual adult. That's what she's talking to me. Because she wants to she's like talking to kids all the time. She wants to talk to a grown-up. I'm happy to do that.
Let's talk more dusting.
And she does great ironing. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Good evening, Simon.
What can we do for you tonight, Vive?
Some of my favourite one-hit wonders for you, Ian.
Here we go.
Adrian Gervitz, classic.
Oh.
1982. Gonna write a classic. Gonna write it in the attic.
Oh, I'm gonna write a classic. I'm gonna write it in an attic. Thanks, next. Terrible song, isn't it?
Yeah. Carol Flacker, Hey Matthew. What a song that was on one of the Now albums. Do you remember that one?
Hey Matthew?
He used to talk about television programmes. Matthew was watching the A-Team, and the A-Team, I'm watching the A-Team. Do you remember that song?
A song about someone watching the A-Team?
Airwolf. Yeah, Airwolf was mentioned.
Well, hang on. What's it called? Hey Matthew?
Hey Matthew, yeah.
It sounds... Hey Matthew... here's Hey Matthew being performed on Top of the Pops. Okay. Carol Fialka?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You said Flacker.
Oh, that's not very good quality. Let's get Hey Matthew. Here we go.
I was sitting with Matthew, we were watching TV. I said, hey Matthew, what do you see? Do you see the guns? Do you see the bombs? See those people throwing all of those stones? Do you see the cars going up in flames? See their faces, do you know their names? Hey Matthew, when you're watching TV, hey, hey Matthew, what do you see? Do you see the tension in a rich man's house? Do you see the cat? Do you see the mouse?
He hasn't mentioned the A-Team yet.
Wait for Matthew's rap.
Oh, Matthew does a rap. Okay.
See the beauty of the big bad beast.
Matthew can't get a word in edgewise.
Do you see the feast in this world?
This guy, Carol Fialka, looks like Peter Egan.
The hero waiting at the edge of time. Hey Matthew, when you're watching TV, said, hey, hey Matthew, what do you see?
How much longer do we have to wait? Oh, hang on, this could be it.
The A-Team.
wouldn't call that a rap, Simon.
Sorry,
You'd be hard pushed to call Matthew's bit there as a rap.
A list?
Yes, it's a young child saying a list. It's not exactly a rap. I quite like that. I don't remember that one.
Cool. Another one, Jane Weedlin, Rush Hour. From the
Oh, you send me, goes tired in the rush hour.
She wasn't a one-hit wonder.
She was.
She was in the Go-Go's.
She was a one-hit wonder as a solo artist. She also did a great song with Sparks, didn't she?
Did she?
Didn't Jane Weedlin Sparks? Oh, God, listen to this. Listen to this.
And she was in Bill and Ted.
She was in Bill and Ted as Joan of Arc. Listen to this. Jane Weedlin with Sparks. This is incredible, right? I said have it. Cool Places. This is, I've forgotten about this song. Thank you, Simon. This is great. Here we go. Here we go. This is brilliant. Maybe it's not as good as I remember. Anyway, Simon, anything else? There's just all. This is a picture of Jane Weedlin in a banana. Yes.
Miss Loppy, JCB song.
Yeah, that was a big thing for a moment, wasn't it? In his Loppy, yes.
And a couple of TV related ones.
Yeah, go on.
Joe Fagan, That's Living All Right.
That's Living All Right. Opened the show with that the other week. Great song.
And Angry Anderson, Suddenly.
Oh, yeah.
That was the wedding, wasn't it? Was that
Scott
the wedding?
Charlene.
Scott and Charlene. Simon, excellent list. Thank you. Tony, Christina. Tony Christina sounds like an old Tony Christie. That's what I'm thinking of. Tony and Christina. Stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. Thank you for that, Simon. 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative. Iain and Catherine on Talk Radio.
The radio show where the owls are not what they seem.
Do you or have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
The late night alternative with Iain Lee
We could be dreaming and meeting each other in our dreams.
on Talk Radio.
Having fun. Remember fun, guys? Remember fun? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. Good evening, Tony.
Evening. How are you?
I'm alright. What you got?
Well, so I just wanted to say I enjoyed the show on Saturday night with the psychic.
So, that was the best of that went out with Clinton Baptiste. Yes, that was fun.
Yeah, brilliant. I think I'll split it down to a fine art. Name a number between 1 and 10.
How did he? I mean, do you know how he did that? I've listened to that so many times.
We'll try it. Between 1 and 10.
Okay, 3.
3.
You said it afterwards.
Well, I thought it was at the same time. I think it's the delay.
Right. Okay.
I thought so did he, to be fair.
It's not as easy. It's not as easy as. I've only got one thing to say about that. Thank you, Sam. Excellent editing. Excellent.
Very good. Very good. What about Ghetto Heaven? Family Stands.
By who?
Family Stands.
Family Stones.
Family Stands.
Oh, Family Stones. Ghetto. How does Ghetto Heaven go? Catherine's nodding, but she's giving me...
11. Time to get some Ghetto Heaven.
Oh, that was a sexy song.
I thought it was the real thing, then.
No, the real thing didn't do it. It was Family Adams. Who did would you say... Well, I guess they might have had a second hit. I bought a bootleg tape of theirs in Camden. Their second hit, the minor hit, was Mr. Wendell's. What was the song before? Were they called Occupation Earth or something? Planet Rebellion. They were
like the forerunners to the Fugees.
The Fugees. They were. It was like loads of people. They were called
Mr. Wendell.
But they had a big hit before that. But what were they?
I don't know that.
What were they called?
Showing your age, Ian. Showing your age.
Arrested Development.
And what was the Arrested Development's hit?
Right, okay. I don't know. I met you. I thought that's obviously a lot older than me. I thought you were about my age.
Well, no. What are you? About 38?
I met you once in Brent Cross years ago.
Oh, I remember you, yeah.
I just waved you down, not randomly. You think you're with your girlfriend, you look, who's this? But you actually were very nice, actually.
I'm a nice guy in real life.
You were actually really nice.
I'm a nice
Was it
guy.
actually very nice?
Why are you so surprised? I'm a nice guy. I'm a lovely guy.
It was actually alright, to be fair.
What do you mean? Why do you have to say you were actually alright, to be fair? Why would you, Tony, why would you think, would you think I'm going to stab you and then push you over the escalator? Well, I remember that day, and it's a day I treasure very closely in my heart. Nice one. Anything else, Tony?
No, that was it.
Thank you for your call, mate. I appreciate it.
It was actually all right.
Oh, David.
Do it again.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a minute. Let's have a little bit of fun. Hang on a minute. We're going to change that. We're just going to go there. Let's try see if that does anything. Here we go. Oh, that makes it sound bootleg. All right, we'll get rid of that. We're just going to... Hang on a minute. Oh, I wonder what that does. Does that do anything? That might not do anything. Hang on.
Dave He'll be loving this. He's such a show-off.
Dave, you've got as much time as you want. Take your time. Just give us the line whenever you're ready. Okay, it's good, but if there's any way we could speed it up, that would be great. Perfect. Let's go to Christina. Good evening. Can we squeeze just like a nanosecond, make it just a beat shorter? Perfect.
Oh dear.
Oh, Dave, you've earned a leisurely stroll through it.
I'll get you some boots. I'll get him some boots and ting.
I didn't know I had this effect. Hang on a second.
Thank you.
I didn't know I could do this.
Am I talking to myself here?
Don't be so silly, Kath.
Dirty pervert.
Wow.
Horny.
I got a mouth for a sausage. It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
Aren't your balls normally held back by Willie?
What, do you hate me? What do you hate?
Oh no, that sounds like Alistair. We don't like that. But we do like...
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Time for bed, Catherine. Time for bed.
Horny.
I know, but up you go, love. Go on.
Dirty pervert.
You wish. Go on. Up you go.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Upstairs. See you tomorrow.
Kath was a dick.
Yeah, she was.
I'm David Babcock and I got my willy stuck in the Hoover.
We've had a drunk bun! We've got a drunk bun!
Shag a pony.
Oh my god!
Dear. What a radio program this is.
Good evening, Christina!
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello, Christina.
It's weird to hear someone speaking at normal speed now.
I'm using my listening skills.
Use your listening skills, if you don't mind. What would Paul McCartney make of it if he were drunk?
Grab pussy.
Paul! Get out of it, Paul. Go.
Grab pussy.
Okay. Paul, you've got 3 seconds left to live. What do you do?
Grab pussy.
Excellent. Christina!
Yes, I called in for the one-hit wonders.
Okay, go on. What have you got? I like this.
Baz Luhrmann. Everyone wears sunscreen.
Everywhere wears sunscreen. It's a great bit of music. I heard it not so long ago. I say not so long, maybe a year ago. It's a great bit of music. It's great lyrics. Everyone thinks it was written by Kurt Vonnegut. Everyone thinks it was a speech given by Kurt Vonnegut to a load of students, and it wasn't. It's something, but
it is definitely something. Yeah.
It's definitely something. It's good. It's good advice. It's all about. If I were to talk to my younger self, I would say something along the lines of make love to a beautiful person every day. Kiss
No,
your
not so
children.
much that. I've got two more for you.
Okay, that's that conversation done. Let's move on. Yep, next.
Joan Osborne. God was one of the...
I struggle with that song because she meant that.
I know.
She meant that.
All right, here you go. A bit like Relief. Cotton Eye Joe.
Who were they? Who were that? It was the Rednecks. That was the
Yeah, it was.
That was the
Yeah.
Rednecks. They were a great band. When are those guys going to get back together?
What was the best one out of my three?
Cotton Eye Joe. Pardon me.
Magic.
Do you not think?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go. How's life, Christina? How's life? I'm gonna, can I just do this? Sorry. Hang on 1 second. Now that's fast.
That was very fast.
Everything alright?
Yeah, I got your book today. Hey!
Hey!
It didn't take as long as all your twit people said, so I'm going to put a tweet up later and say...
Well, I think you have the right to block all of those a-holes that said it would take longer than it actually took. How dare they spread
It literally took a week and a half.
So what's that, 10 days?
Yeah.
I said it took 10 days, didn't I? I think I said that, so I know best.
There you go, and I'll back you up.
Well, thank you. Well done. Well, that's fine. You've just given £5.98 to the Samaritans and brought us even closer to the target of £2,000. So thank you, Christina.
That is so magic. I mean, that's part of the... I mean, I love you guys anyway, but part of the reason is I'm part of Samaritans. Like, they help me out, like I said. And...
Exactly. It's wicked. Me and Kath don't get a penny from it. Everything goes to the Samaritans. So well done. Thank you for your support, Christina. It's appreciated. And are you coming to the London show on December the 14th?
Of course I am.
There we go.
I've got 2 tickets. I cannot wait to see you and Kath.
Beautiful. As always, we stick around afterwards for about half an hour, 40 minutes, pictures, little chitty chat. We will hopefully have the single with us if people want to buy the single, we're going to be there. And it's going to be a fun show, and we're looking forward to meeting all the people we haven't met and some of the people that we have met already. It's going to be fun. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna wear yet. I suspect it'll be something like...
Give me my boots and ting.
Something like that. I think that's probably what I'm gonna go in, the boots and ting.
I might do that as well then.
Alright, I'll see you in your boots and ting.
And me. Yay! We'll wear our boots and ting. I'm going silver.
Thank you, Christina.
See you then.
We'll see you later on. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We've sold out a third of the tickets for the London show. It's not till December the 14th. A third of the tickets are gone. Our new venue, our fantastic new venue, the Half Moon in Putney.
They're warm, they're welcoming.
Oh yeah, beautiful people. Nina, has just been so helpful, the person who's booked us. So we sold a third of the tickets. It will sell out. It's October, November. It's 3 months away. It will sell out. Get tickets early. We're only doing 2 shows this year. There are 11 tickets left for Brighton on November the 9th, and we've sold a third of the tickets for London on December the 14th, I think it's an afternoon show on December the 14th, and if you want tickets, iainlee.com/event, IAINLEE.com/event. Good evening, Paul!
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. I've got a few one-hit wonders for you.
Here we go. This is what the public want. This is what they want. Away you go, fella.
So, my first one is Brimful of Asher by Corner Shop, obviously the Fatboy Slim remix.
Because their version is bloody awful.
It's a bit slower, isn't it?
It's awful. It needed that Fatboy Slim magic sprinkled all over it, and he used to sprinkle it everywhere back in the day, I believe. And that's a great record, but the album,
yeah, they never quite sort of reached their potential, I don't think. Corner Shop, they were sort of heralded by the music.
I think they reached their potential perfectly. I think.
An 80s classic, You're the Voice by John Farnham.
Did he only have one hit wonder?
Yeah, that was his only hit, I think. He sort of milked that for the rest of his life.
Yeah, of course I do. Everyone knows that song.
Okay.
Cracker.
Okay, all right.
My personal favourite, White Town, Your Woman.
What?
That's the one.
That's the Imperial Death March.
It sounds a lot like that.
No, that's what you were singing.
And like a robot voice.
That's the theme tune to Rhubarb and Custard.
Yep.
I think it's the best number one of all time, in my opinion, that. classic.
I don't know it.
But the other thing I was sort of phoning up to say is I'm actually in a band currently with somebody who has had a one-hit wonder.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, bing, buddy, bong, buddy, bang, bang, bang. Go on.
So I am in a band with Steve Maguire, who was the lead guitarist in Doctor and the Medics.
Oh, well played. Oh, mate, that's fantastic news.
Used to go out with a bloke whose brother ended up playing in Doctor and the Medics.
Yeah, what, more recently than the 80s. Yeah, they've sort of turned into... They're still going.
Yeah.
But Steve's not playing with them anymore, and they've sort of gone into a bit of a covers band, really.
Yes.
A bit more comedy.
It's tough, isn't it? When you have one hit and it's a cover, so you ain't getting the dollar on having written the hit. It's tough. Then what do you do? Some people give up and they go and get a proper job, and some people are canny enough to still get a little bit of work out of it. And so well done to them.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Steve always says he actually makes more money out of... He wrote some songs for Vic and Bob. When they did their TV programme and stuff, and he makes more money out of that than he does Spirit in the Sky.
Well, what's going on here? What songs did he write for Vic and Bob?
Do you know, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
He didn't write I Remember Punk Rock, did he?
I don't think he did, no.
Well, you have to... Your mission,
I'll
Paul,
ask him.
Your mission is to find out what songs he wrote for Vic and Bob. I love their songs, and come back and tell us.
All right, I will do.
Nice one, Paul. Thank you for that, mate. There you go. Catherine, stay there. You'll be the first caller of the next hour. What a lovely hour that was.
Oh!
I don't know what that makes. I didn't know, I don't know. I'd never found that effect before. Anyway, that's delighted me. Oh, I'm late for the thing. This is, the thing, yes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Give me the boots and ting.
Them checks say we hip and ting. True them no know and ting. We have them going and ting. Now pop no style. All strictly roots. Now pop no style. All strictly roots.
Give me the boots and ting.
Do you see me in my pants and ting? See me in my altar back. Send me give you heart attack. Give me little bass, make me wine out my waist. Uptown top ranking.
Give me the boots and ting.
That a true constant spring. Them checks say we come from Cosmo Spring, but a true them no know anything. Them no know say we top ranking. Uptown top ranking. Should I see me and the ranking dread? Check out we jamming and ting. Love is all I bring. In a my khaki suit and ting. Now pop no style. I strictly roots. Now pop no style. I strictly roots. Watch out we chuck it and ting. In our khaki suit and ting. Love is all I bring. In a my khaki suit and ting. Now pop no style. I strictly roots. Now pop no style. I strictly roots. The love in your heart, this a ball out for me. So you see me in my pants and ting. See me in my altar back. See me give you heart attack. Give me little bass, make me wine out my waist. Uptown top ranking.
See me in my boots and ting.
See me in my pants and ting. See me in my altar back. Say me give you heart attack. Give me little bass, make me wind up my waist. Give me little bass, make me wind up my waist. Love is all I bring. In my khaki suit and ting. Now pop no style. I'll strictly roots. Now pop no style. I'll strictly roots. Just see me and the ranking dread. Check out we jamming and ting. Love is all I bring. In my khaki suit and ting. Me now pop no style. That's true. I'll strictly roots.
03444991000. I don't know the song well enough to do it particularly well, but I managed to get Dave singing in time. Thank you, Dave. Let's go to Catherine. Good evening, Catherine.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine, what have you got for us? Last hour of the show. It's going to be a strong vibe. Here we go.
I have two one-hit wonders.
Yes.
One is Space, Babylon Zoo.
Oh, I was singing them the other day.
Spaceman.
I always wanted you to go into Spaceman. Intergalactic cries. I remember seeing him when they were in a band called the Sand Kings, and I thought they were lousy. But yes, that was a big hit. Yep.
And the other one is Baby Bird, You're Gorgeous.
Because you're gorgeous. Cat's pulling a face.
That got on my nerves.
That's a great song. It's a great song.
It is a great song. I love it.
But he did, because he used
I like
to...
Mark and Lard's version.
Go on.
Because you're gormless.
There we go, you see. There you go, you see. He would, but he was like a sort of, like a one-man band. I mean, the rest of his stuff was unlistenable. He was like a one-man sort of indie act that just just wrote a great song. You can't deny it. He wrote a great song.
I didn't hear any of his other stuff, but
it's rubbish.
That I really like. I really like that.
I thought it was a bit near the knuckle on Top of the Pop saying about you told me to pull my legs apart and all that.
I'll tell you what is good.
It's about,
what was the Long Pigs song? My mum liked that.
Oh.
She had that on CD single. The Long Pigs. That was a great song.
Don't know that.
hang on a minute. I know these kind of
Do you know
shows.
what a long pig is?
Is it a penis?
No.
Oh, what is it?
It's what cannibals used to call humans.
Oh.
What
was... this is a great song. Oh, guys. Just get ready. We're going to get... Here we go. This is a great song. Remember this? My mum used to love this CD single. Here we go. She said... You remember it? You don't remember it? She said... It's like that. She said... Mum used to like this. Hang on, wait for the chorus.
This is what lads used to sound like, isn't it?
But this must have been 1991.
Look like someone else
instead.
And as a matter of fact, I don't like to be seen.
Get ready for the chorus.
She said, you better hate her.
She said.
She said.
Just reminded me of another one.
Go on.
Gigolo Ants.
Oh, yeah.
Where I Find My Heaven. I think it was the theme to Game On.
There we go.
But other than that...
Yeah.
I had that on a CD single I think someone gave me. I loved it.
That was good. Now, there's a lot of... Here's the thing. This is like 1991, CD single. A lot of those bands that were just pre-Britpop... No one talks about anymore because they kind of had one hit, maybe two hits. There was a little sort of thing bubbling. We were in between sort of, I don't know, shoegazing and Britpop. And then Britpop came and drowned out some of the smaller bands that were around.
What happened to the Rembrandts? Other than the Friends theme, what did they do?
Friends, yeah.
Jesus, the Rembrandts. Jerks. Prigs. Catherine, anything else?
Yes, please can you tell me how I order your book? Because I tried and tried last night and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Go to lulu.com.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, I bet you did it. We did it wrong.
And I got into a list where it says promotion.
LULU.com, right? So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna type in, hang on. I'm gonna type in, here's the thing. Hang on, let's try, maybe that's not what you meant to type in. No. I'm gonna type in the late night alternative. And, whoop-de-doo, it's the first thing that comes up.
Right. Okay.
That's how you order it.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed. Thanks very much indeed. Let us go to Michael. Good evening, Michael.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Gus.
Hey.
Just wonder if you knew that on Sky Television, did you know the Christmas movie channels there's a couple already on there?
Oh, my mum will be thrilled.
Beautiful day. Well, it's nearly October. Yes, mate. Yes. Nights are drawing in. Get some hot chocolate, candles. I'm in.
September the 10th, maybe, my local garden centre opens up tickets for Father Christmas. They've already sold out all the ones for the weekends in December.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Bring it on.
Yes. And also, I can't wait for the music channels, Christmas music channels.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just me that loves Christmas tunes, or...?
Here's the thing. I'm getting excited because I kind of like the vibe, but actually Christmas makes me very sad, makes me feel very empty. It turns out that I've only been pretending to enjoy Christmas the forever, I think. So I struggle a little bit with Christmas, but I like the fact that it's there. I like the fact that there are channels that are showing films. I like the fact that there are Christmas songs. I like the fact sometimes you hear a sneaky Rock and Roll Christmas by Gary Glitter playing in like Poundland or something. I like that. So yeah, bring it on, man. Bring it on.
Good stuff. I can't wait anyway. That was all.
Good. Well, if you were hoping that we were gonna kick off and say, you scumbag, there's no need. No, man, we're on your side, brother. Well done.
Yeah, I thought you might have, to be honest.
No, we are on your side.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Michael. Cheers. I appreciate that. Let's go to, get some good calls tonight. Let's go to Richard. Good evening, Richard.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Hi, Richard.
Good evening, Richard.
I have some one-hit wonders for you.
Beautiful. Away you go. You sound like Boise.
Hello, Marlene.
Good evening, Catherine. Good evening. I've got some one-hit wonders you might be interested in.
Hello, Del Boy.
Very, very interested in them, Boise. Away you go.
Tasminata, Sleeping Satellite.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good song.
Now, the first radio station I ever worked in, that was the song that kicked in if the system went down.
Oh, really?
And that's what alerted the engineers.
She had amazing teeth, if I remember correctly. She had really good teeth, very sexy teeth. And that was a great song. Yeah, we'll have that, definitely. That's on the list.
How about Robin Beck, The First Time?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
The Coca-Cola advert. First time, first love. Oh, you know that song. They used to play it at the slow dancing section.
Here's the thing I hate. Here's the thing I hate. When people say, you know that song.
You will know.
No,
it.
I don't. I don't.
Look it up.
Because, well, I'm not going to. Because here's the thing. I know what I know. And I know I do not know that song.
You know what you don't know. Or you know what you know.
I know what I know, and what I know is that when people say to me, you know that song, you know that song. No, I don't. I don't know that song. So don't tell me that. Sorry, Richard, you stepped into something here.
Oh, hang on.
You're playing an advert. You see? Got skills. Got skills to do this show. Don't know it? Oh, wait, who is this?
Robin Beck.
Never heard it in my life. You're just going to play a song I don't know.
She's on the phone looking concerned.
Catherine.
Here we go. Hang on, here's the chorus.
I don't know it.
Do you not watch television in the 80s? It was on all the time.
I don't. I'm sorry, Richard. I don't know the song that you said. It's no offence to you.
Coca-Cola is it? Was the line. Go on.
Richard,
don't.
Richard, I'm going to say something. Are you offended by bad language?
Yes.
Not at all.
If I say some bad...
Hey!
That didn't go out on air, Richard. That didn't... You're the only person... That didn't go out on air. I pressed the
But I
dump
will be
button.
calling on you for the tribunal.
That didn't go out on air, Richard. You heard that. Catherine heard that. Sam heard that. We're a circle of trust. You're in the circle of trust now, Richard.
I'm not in the circle.
You're in the circle of trust, okay? You cannot tell it.
Can I listen through the phone all the time? It's far more entertaining.
We should do something like that one day. Any other one-hit wonders, Mr. Richard?
Yes, I have one of my personal favourites, actually. Echo Beach, Martha and the Muffins.
Oh, I love that song. You know it, Catherine.
I do, actually.
You know it.
I do,
You
actually.
know it.
I do.
That's Echo Beach, far away in time. Echo Beach, far away. It's a great name for the band as well, Martha and the Muffins.
Yeah. I have a couple more for you, if that's okay.
You do as many as you want. You're my call of the year, Richard.
Okay.
He's just saying that to butter you up because he knows that you hold the key now to his career.
Red Dragon, Compliments of Your Kiss.
Compliments of Your Kiss?
Compliments, girl, on your kiss.
Oh, I don't know.
Number
That
one
sounds like a
girl
lot of
on my
fun.
list. You'd like it. You know it.
Continue, please, Richard.
And my last one, Would You by Touch and Go.
Oh, that sounds a bit rapey.
Yeah, she asked somebody if they'd go to bed with her, yeah.
Oh, yes, I know that song. Would you go to bed with me? That one.
That's the one, if you insist, Kath. Yeah, right.
Right, Richard, thank you for those excellent choices. Lane, it's your phone that is not getting through. I don't know what more I can say. We've had this with you before, so stop getting arsey on Twitter before I mute you, because everyone else is getting through. The phones are working tonight, right? The phones are working. We've had this before, that your phone, for some reason, doesn't get through. So stop sending arsey tweets, because it's doing my nutting. I've explained to you, it's your phone. We've had this before. Everyone else is getting through. My lord, I love that mute button. I was using that mute button a lot today. Might be using it again tonight. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Lane, it's your phone, mate. I don't know what more to say. I wish you the best of luck sorting it out, but it's your phone. Let's go to... I'm enjoying myself tonight, isn't it? This is this kind of show. This is as heavy as it's going to get, I suspect. That we can talk about Boris Johnson and we can talk about the Long Pigs.
Yeah.
And Coke songs and me swearing at Catherine then dumping. I think, this is it. I think it's not going to be much different to this. So, stick around. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, both.
What can we do for you, Dave? Do you want to punch up?
I have a couple of 80s one-hit wonders, Euro disco stuff, pretty much.
Okay.
So one would be Baltimore 1000 Boy. I do apologise.
Say that again. What?
1000 Boy by Baltimore.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Tarzan Boy.
Yeah. Sort of Spain discos, mid-80s holiday kind of stuff.
Yes.
That's your vibe, Catherine.
Definitely my department,
That is it. We were in there, yes.
Yeah. Other one, F.R. David and Words, another one similar.
What?
I think they were all, Italian or Spanish.
Did you go have a lot of holidays on the continent then in the 80s?
Well, a few.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just all this disco stuff.
Well, then the one I got from going on holiday in the 80s was Ryan Paris, La Dolce Vita, the first single I ever bought with my own money.
Well, that's probably top of the tree with all that stuff.
There we go. For a second I was worried you were going to criticise me, but well done for agreeing. It's a great record.
Oh, God, yeah. Put that on. Yeah.
It was the first record I bought with my own money.
Wow. Well, taste will prevail.
There we go.
To be honest. Also, another one which God knows where it was from. It was a song by Double called "Captain of Her Heart," which is always stuck in my head.
Kath is nodding away.
I remember that one. I think. Yeah.
Can you, Dave, we can't just have you listing songs that only Catherine has heard of. Could you sing a little bit, please?
Oh,
Come
God.
You knew this was coming.
Yeah, double, too long ago, too long apart, you wouldn't wake another day for the captain of a heart.
And it had like a sort of saxophone effect on it, didn't it? Do. It was like trying to be smooth.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was smooth.
Oh, the Kings and Queens of the one-hit wonders. Renee and Renata.
Oh,
send your love, my darling. Send your... He died.
For me, can I get in Rap Self-Control as well? That's done by Laura Branigan.
Oh, Laura Branigan. What was her song? Was Gloria, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gloria, but she did a cover of the song Self-Control too.
Well, hang on, she had 2 hits then. She's a 2-hit wonder.
I know, disqualified.
You're disqualified. You cannot have a 2-hit wonder in our 1-hit wonders game. Good evening, Pete.
Hello.
Hello, Pete.
I've got 2 for you.
Oh, cheeky monkey.
Oh, yeah.
I know what to do with those. I know what to put those.
Let me have a look first.
Oh, no, I'll take that one, Kath. You can have the other. It's a bit too big for me.
Right.
Yes.
The first one is Trio and Da Da Da.
Da da da. Dun 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 diddlin. Da da da. Dun 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 diddlin. Da da da. That's a great song. It was all done on one of those little tiny Casio keyboards that was the first time. Remember these keyboards, right? It was amazing. Tiny little things. And they were probably about 80, 100 quid. But it was the first, no, they were cheaper because more people had them. It was the first time you could afford to have a synthesizer. It wasn't actually a synthesizer, but a keyboard in your house. I remember there was one Christmas, probably 1982.
Were they cream?
They were cream, yeah. Tiny things like the size of a pencil case. And there was one, I think Trio was 1981, and it was like Christmas 81, 82. Everybody got one, and it had a dum 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 dum. You know, those little beats on it and stuff. They were great.
I remember Adam Unsworth bringing his into school and playing Axel F on it.
Yes, Axel F was my 9-year-old son, Pete, taking piano lessons, and the other day he said, "I've worked out a song," and I said, "Okay," and he started and he sat down and he went. Dun 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 dun. I went, all right, Axel F. He said, what's that? I said, it's called Axel F.
Crazy Frog, is it?
Crazy Frog.
And it said like a cartoon or a game. It might be in a game. And he said, oh, do you know it? I said, yeah, it was a Harold Faltermeyer. It was a massive hit song, Axel F. He could play it. I was thrilled. Anyway, go on, Pete, more please.
Your second one, you might have to listen to. It was a band called Street Band, and it was Paul Young before he was famous.
Toast.
A
little bit of toast.
What a song.
I'm not allowing that because that's Paul Young, technically. And he ain't no 1-hit wonder.
But he was in his band, Street Band.
I'm not allowing that.
You know about the time my mother-in-law chased Paul Young out of a Happy Eater?
I don't, but I'm looking forward to hearing it right now. That is the greatest introduction to a song ever.
He was mega famous then. It was the 80s.
Yeah.
And, he was about to leave and they'd been kind of egging each other on. Go and get his autograph. No, you go and get his autograph. No, you go and get his autograph. And he went to leave and, Bev jumped up and ran after him and went, Paul, wait! We're from Luton! And he stopped and apparently was delightful.
Oh, I bet he was. I'd like to get stuck in a lift with Paul Young.
I've interviewed him, he's lovely.
Yeah, I bet he's a really nice bloke. Yeah, really nice bloke.
And he's from Luton.
From Luton. Go on, Pete.
That's it, I've only got the 2 for now.
Oh, well, Pete, we look forward to hearing more from you in the future. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Miles. Good evening, Miles.
Good evening. I've phoned up about some one-hit wonders, although Catherine's just reminded me of one other, but I don't know the band name, which was the one that Lorraine Chase was in with Luton Airport.
Oh, was it not just as Lorraine Chase?
No, I think it was a group, but I can't remember.
Wasn't it? Oh no, I'm thinking of Passenger. I don't know.
Anyway, I've got 4 that I thought of. I've only listened to since the hour, so I don't know if they've already been said. But
let's hear.
4 Non-Blondes, what's going on?
And I take a deep breath and I get outside and I look at I say she the singer of that became like a songwriter. Didn't she write Beautiful for Christina Aguilera?
I don't know.
She wrote some big hits. Google her, Catherine, because she wrote some like really big hits of the 90s. She became like a professional songwriter and she did Beautiful.
Linda Perry.
She might have written a song for Aerosmith as well.
God, yeah, hang on.
Here we go. Miles, you're going to get some hits now. Here we go.
Songwriter and production discography.
I want
yeah, she did Christina Aguilera, Stripped, Solange Knowles, Solo Star, Sugar Babes, Pink.
What was the Pink song? She did it was a big Pink.
Trouble.
There we go.
Trouble.
Yeah.
It sounds like her when you think about when you know it's her that wrote it.
Big.
Dixie Chicks, Taking the Long Way.
Did she do that?
I thought that was a
By the way,
song.
guys, new Dixie Chicks album coming out next year. It's their divorce album. They've said, here we go.
Gwen Stefani, Sweet Escape.
There you go.
Alicia Keys.
Oh, so these are like 2000s.
Just loads.
Yeah, amazing.
Loads.
Amazing. She must be worth $1, man.
She worked on Adele, 25.
There you go, you see. There you go, Miles. This is where it's at. It's like, slightly smaller scale, but Kathy Dennis wrote a Pure and Simple for Hearsay. She wrote one of the big hits for Kylie.
Can't Get You Out of My Head, wasn't it?
I think it might have been. Yeah, she wrote that.
You know who Perry is married to? Darlene from Roseanne. Linda Perry is married to Darlene from Roseanne.
I thought she was married to Luke Perry.
No.
Thought that Mr. and Mrs. L. Perry.
No.
Go on, Miles, you got more?
Joan Osborne, If God Was One of Us.
We've had that. We've had Joan Osborne. We've had Joan Osborne.
Deep Blue Something. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh God, I bloody hate that song. They used to put that on at the MGM disco in Nottingham to kick us all out, and it did the trick for me.
Yeah, terrible record.
Flipping awful.
And the last one, Miles.
Final one is Ms. Loppy, the Jace.
We've had that. It's a great song, Miles. Thank you very much indeed. Let us go to Raheem. Good evening, Raheem.
Good evening, Ian. I've got some one-hit wonders for you.
Here we go.
Okay, the first one. You probably know this because I'm pretty sure you used to play this when you worked at Absolute. Fountains of Wayne, Stacey's mum.
Stacey's mum
has got it going on. By the way, everyone is pointing out to Lane. He's just done a screenshot of his phone.
Right.
Lane, you've dialed the wrong number, mate.
Oh.
We've had this for about a year, Lane not being able to get through. Lane, from the screenshot, now I open it, you've dialed the wrong number, mate. That might explain it, buddy.
How are you getting through to the, he says he gets through to recorded message.
He's dialing the old number, the 0844 499 1000. That would explain why you've not been on for a year, mate. Thanks a lot. Well done. Apology accepted. Yes, Raheem, continue, s'il vous plaît.
So, another one-hit wonder. The One of These, You and Me song.
Yes.
Yeah?
I remember that.
I remember the vibe.
You and me, always and forever.
That's a great song, actually.
You remember that one, don't you?
I tell you a good one. Here we go. This is a bit before your time.
Well,
you don't have to have the solution. You don't have to have a solution.
And don't go before a miracle. That's Blue Tones, isn't it?
All things must come to pass.
Is it called Slight Return, that one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Blue Tones. This one. Who let the dogs out? Remember that one?
Yeah, I do. That was the Baha Men. They had more than one hit.
Ask him why he knows that song really well.
You can what?
If you go to the toilet downstairs in Ian Lee's house.
Yeah.
I have got on the wall, presented for over 1 million sales, I have got a platinum cassette of the Baha Men Who Let the Dogs Out album, presented to Imani Coppola.
She didn't want it anymore.
She didn't want it anymore.
Why are you still on eBay? You're always after some money, aren't you?
Because I like it, and I'm looking after it. I'm looking after it for Imani. I did say, look, if you ever want it back,
she won't.
It's there. But she's on one of their follow-up singles, playing like a sassy pop star. It's a funny video. Me and the boys watch it, and that we love it. But so I have a connection with the Baha Men.
Fair enough. I mean, then again, if you ever need some money, you know what to do.
Exactly. If I ever need £1.50.
That's it. What about that song, Brimful of Asher?
We've had that one, Raheem. If you get one more that we've had already, I'm going to kick you off.
Alright, Ashley Simpson, Piece of Me.
Oh, I used to like her.
Okay, I don't know that one. Go on.
You don't remember that one, no?
No.
Ashley Simpson.
Jessica Simpson.
Here's the thing.
Jessica Simpson's Rocky sister.
Don't know who these people are, and just repeating it again slower. It's like you say, Dave, is there a one-hit wonder that you've got for me?
Simime Buzzanting.
No, I don't know it.
Simime Buzzanting.
No, you're just saying it slower, Dave. I don't know it.
Simime Buzzanting.
Honestly, mate, never heard of it. Any more, Raheem?
Yeah, Ashley Simpson, Piece of Me.
You just said that, you muppet! This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. On air and off the leash. On Talk Radio.
03444991000. It's 03444991000. Looking forward to Lane calling in and apologising. Although we've only got 28 minutes left of the show, so we might have to carry it over through tomorrow's show and finish just about 11:30 on Friday if he does. Mark!
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Hello.
What can we do for you tonight, Mark?
I've got four hit
wonders.
Yeah.
One 4-hit wonder. Go on.
4 one-hit wonders. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Spitting Image, the chicken song.
Okay. No. They had another hit. They had I've Never Met a Nice South African. That was
on
it.
B-side.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was that not an A-side? They had another hit. Someone will tell me. All right, we'll hold off, because maybe I am thinking of that.
Let's park that, Mark.
I've never met a nice South African, and that's not bloody surprising, because they're a bunch of arrogant bastards. Wasn't that it?
Yeah, something
like that, which is was true then, apartheid. That was a big political statement then. Okay, Mark, we got that one, yes.
Right, Father Abraham and the Smurfs. Let's all Smurf together.
Okay, I think the novelty song is No.
Smurfs had a record.
Smurfs had another album, another hit single, the Magic Smurf song, Magic Flute song, the Magic Smurf song, because I used to have it.
Yeah, but not with Father Abraham's.
Yes, Father Abraham and the Smurfs. Where are you all coming from?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, is that the one?
But then there was another one that went do 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 do. Is that the same one?
The same one, that.
Okay. Where are you all coming from? From Smurfland where we belong. Do you do things that we don't dare? That was the line that got me. Do you do things? Do you do things that we don't dare? We are Smurfs and we don't care.
Are you saying Smurf?
No.
My youngest used to say Smurf, like a posh person.
Where are you all coming from? Turns out, hang on a second,
what they're called in Germany? Schlumpfer.
My Father Abraham song, Father Abraham impression is, we're just going to hear it one more time, then we're going to stay there, please, Mark. Where are you all coming from? That's it, now we're going to hear the real thing, and we'll just see how close we were with the impression. I used to have this on single, with the impression of Father Abraham. This was a big hit, so the 70s were rubbish.
Where are you all coming from?
That's not bad. There are you all coming from?
Are you talking just like us?
Doesn't make any sense.
Are you talking just like us?
Do you do things that we don't dare?
Do you do things that we don't dare?
We are real Smurfs, so we don't care.
It's messed up, man. Do you do things that we don't dare? It's a messed up song, Mark. It's very, very dark. Anything else?
Yeah, Grandad We Love You by St. Werburgh's Choir.
Okay, I'm going to let you have one more novelty song and then you're off.
Gumbay Dance Band, 7 Tears.
7 tears have sailed across the ocean. That's a great one. Mark, thank you very much indeed. Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
Hello, Rosie. What you got for us?
Do you remember a song called Oh Laurie?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, well, there was two pretty boys called the Alessi Brothers, and that was the only hit they ever
we've talked about the Alessi Brothers before. We've played their song before, actually. Yeah, no, I do remember it.
Yeah, very summer song.
Beautiful, beautiful summer vibes. Have you not called in before about the Alessi brothers? Wasn't it you?
No, it wasn't me.
I'm sure it was you, Rosie. I'm sure you've got an Alessi, but they're very, very beautiful young men. I'm sure you've got an Alessi brothers obsession. You're trying to turn this into the Alessi brothers show.
No, I'm Ray Davis, aren't I?
You're Ray Davis. Ray Davis. Are the Kinks ever going to get back together? No.
Well, I doubt it.
They're getting too old now.
Last time he was quite frail when I last saw him.
Yeah, they're getting too old now. We've passed the point of no return. Is that the Alessi brothers? Yeah,
it's them now.
Good look. Is that them now?
Mm-hmm.
They're wigs, surely, aren't they?
No.
They're good-looking men.
Oh, are they? I'll go Google.
Oh, they're good-looking men now. They look like Quantum Leap.
They do look like Scott Bakula.
They look like Quantum Leap. Both of them look like Quantum Leap.
Bakula or Bakula?
I never know. That's why I say Quantum Leap instead of his actual name. I've never said his surname because I do not know how to say it. Oh, hang on.
Bakula.
Catherine sounded an undoctored picture. Okay. Now they look more like Mickey Rooney. I didn't mean Mickey Rooney, actually. I meant
Mickey Rourke.
There we go. But both actually work. Both actually work.
I'll go look them up now then.
There we go. Anything else?
Oh, just been to the three counties People Awards tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, saw all your old mates.
Screw those losers. Good. Well, how are they? They're missing us? They regret, treating us like pieces of shit?
I only saw the presenters, who I don't think that applies to.
Yeah, no, it does. Quite a few of them. Did you see Justin?
Yes, I
did. Absolute legend. The rest can take a walk off a cliff. Let us go to Diana. Good evening, Diana.
Good evening, Ian and Kath.
I'm not including novelty songs anymore. Okay. Can't be novelty songs. It has to be acts that wanted a successful career. For example, the River City People, California Dreamin'. Okay. It has to be acts that wanted a long career.
Can I just say something that you did that really made me laugh the other week?
Oh, was it a week of excellent radio shows?
I was sat writing out a playlist, and you started doing some skit about Kath playing of her dolly and something fell down the chimney.
The coal dolly.
The coal dolly.
It was a hugely
about half an hour.
Stereotypical picture of northern life.
I know.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
Grandad, if I'm good, will you let me have a dance on Coal Bunker?
But this is how she says it now.
Grandad, if I'm good, will you let me have a dance on Coal Bunker?
That's what she says when she's drunk and feeling horny.
Shut up. Bring my grandad into that. Grandad, if I'm good, will you let me have a dance on Coal Bunker? I do not call him grandad.
Diana, what songs have you got, please?
Okay,
thank you for the compliments.
Lorraine Chase was in a band called Cats UK, Luton Airport.
We've got the name of the band now. We had the song, we didn't have the name of the band. Okay.
I've got the songs for you. Fern Kinney, Together We Are Beautiful.
Do you know that one, Catherine? Together we are beautiful.
I'm making it up.
I'm making it up.
Denise LaSalle, Toot Toot.
Don't mess with my toot toot.
Don't mess with my toot toot.
Great song.
I know you have another woman.
Yeah.
So don't mess with my toot toot means fanny.
I know. I knew that then.
That would be followed. That was Catherine and I both common. We come from common stock, and it turns out that London Common and Manchester Common are the same. That would then be followed by My Ding-a-Ling, of course, wouldn't it?
Do you remember the lyric in Toot Toot, which was, you can look at much, but if you do but touch, you're going to have yourself a case. I'm going to break your face.
Oh, imagine breaking a face.
And Harpo, Movie Star.
No such song. You made that one up. That's a made-up song.
Swedish singer.
Made-up song. Made-up song.
And three more. Stump, Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston had a song?
Stump, an Irish band.
Stump had a song called Charlton Heston. Okay, I got excited then for a second.
And two more.
Yep.
The Settlers, The Lightning Tree.
Love it. One of my favourites.
Pollyfoot. And another one, Jackie, White Horses, which was from a kids television show.
That's a novelty song, we can't allow it. Thank you, Diana, as always. Excellent stuff. We've got... Oh!
Who could it be?
Oh, it's someone who keeps sending stroppy tweets because there's a problem with our phone system.
Oh, God.
Not because he stored our phone number under the old phone number and didn't change it. This guy's been trying to call us for a year and go, I can't get through, which is a problem with your phones. I can't. We once made an official complaint to the engineers that the phones are broken because this next caller couldn't get through. He was dialing the wrong number.
Oh, no.
Lane, you have let yourself down, buddy.
Well, I shall apologise.
Go on then.
Obviously, immediately.
Go on then.
I'm very sorry.
Apology accepted.
For any bother that I've caused.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Okay.
Okay. I took a lot. You were
totally in the wrong. And well done. It was so I can't find the person, but a couple of people on because he posted like the screenshot of his phone with the number he dialed, going, I can't get through. And someone went, Jasmine went, have you take it off speakerphone? Can you say, Catherine? You do better, Jasmine, than me. Go on. Catherine does a great Jasmine.
Have you taken it off speakerphone?
And then Lane Allstrop went, this ain't my first rodeo, kiddo.
Oh,
and then someone tweeted, and apologies, I can't find the name, someone tweeted, what happens if you change the 8 to a 3? The answer is, you get through.
I don't know whether I'm full of mea culpa or just full on bell-endedness, but yes.
What can we do for you tonight, Cleo?
I've forgotten the song already that I tweeted, but it's goes, my head is in spin,
I know. I know it is.
Don't help him out, he doesn't deserve your help. That's Pigeon Street. That's the theme tune to Pigeon Street.
If you live...
Is it called
Pigeon Street?
Here are the people you can meet. Here are the people who will say goodbye. Hello, goodbye, hello.
So you've
you're
called
thinking of Feels Like I'm in Love.
Yes, that's what it's called.
I'm going to be honest, Cleo, your comeback call is very low quality.
Japanese Boy.
Oh, I miss my Japanese.
And the original.
The first one was Kelly Marie.
What was Japanese Boy? Was someone called Annika?
Mister, can you tell me where my love has gone?
Oh, my Japanese. She may have even done the eyes.
And the original
Annika. It was Annika.
And look at that hairdo. Look familiar? It's the longer version of what Saffron from Republica had.
Oh. I believe it's coming on
ready to go.
Sorry? Get off my radio show, you muppet.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
Let's go to, hang on 1 second. I just need to ask Catherine a question. There we go. Good evening, Nigel.
Good evening, Ian. Hang on, I'll just shut the door a bit.
What's going on? You having a party?
I just put a telly on and it's too loud. That's better. How are you tonight, then?
Oh, on top of the world, mate. Having a great show.
I did have I had the show on earlier, but obviously I can't use all my credit up on the internet. I listened for about an hour an evening, About an hour.
Yep. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, I just rang up to say hello. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Let's talk about sex.
Baby.
Let's talk about sex. Hey?
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about...
The other night. You know what I said the other night, wasn't it? It's good what I said.
Yeah, it's great what you said. If you feel good about it, then it's great.
But I didn't mean that I slept around with men. I didn't mean that.
No, okay.
I just meant I like their company.
Perfect.
I've got lots of male friend company as well as female company, but I do fancy women more than men.
Same as me.
Because they're more attractive.
They are more attractive than men. Yeah, same as me.
But then again, sex is sex. It can be, you can.
A hole's a hole.
Well, you can have a partner just to have sex without even fancying them, can't you?
That's a well, I guess I guess some people can. All I'm going to say is, if you're having sex, use condoms, be safe, make sure you're doing stuff that you...
I'm sticking with my girlfriend at the moment.
You're sticking your what?
I'm sticking with my girlfriend at the moment.
Well, just make sure that you save sex and you don't do anything that you don't want to do.
By the way, she's got tonsillitis, so I couldn't kiss her recently.
Okay.
But, since I last kissed... I don't know if she caught it off me. Hello?
I'm listening, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she caught it off me, but the last time I kissed her, the next day, she had tonsillitis.
Well, did you have tonsillitis before?
No, I haven't had it.
Well, you can just get it sometimes. I had tonsillitis, and you can just get a bug. You're feeling run down.
And she does suffer. She does suffer a lot with her spine pain.
Spine pain, is it?
Well, you know, the nodules in her spine are crumbling a little bit, why she can't walk very well, and she has to take, as I said, the hospital stuff, painkillers, doesn't she?
So she gets morphine in a little bottle, does she?
Well, I think the doctor must give it to her.
Does she get it every day?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't asked her, but it's none of my business, really.
None of my business.
You know, none of my business. But she's made the bed up for me, the spare bedroom. You know, you know the spare bedroom that I was going to stay in?
Yeah.
She's made the bed up for me, which is kind of her.
Well, listen, man, as long as you're happy and as long as you...
I'm looking forward to staying there pretty soon. What I rang up to talk about was, I like sex toys as well. Ian, are you there?
I am very, 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 very much here. Yes, I am very,
you must be tired because you keep nodding off.
Me boots and ting.
Yep.
I like sex toys. I've always had sex toys. Have you had any?
Have I had any?
Sex toys.
I like sex. I like fun. I like fun.
You never guess what I've got.
Butt plugs.
A doll. A blow-up doll. Fun doll. Which I've had for ages. Yes, and it's like the real thing is. It's a female one, not a male one.
Okay. Well, listen. Nigel. Okay, that kind of stuff, you know, is great, and that's great and wonderful.
But only because I was by myself.
Yeah, Nigel.
Yes.
Let me just say something. That kind of stuff is great and is for you, but maybe you should keep that. Maybe that's not the kind of stuff that you want to share.
Yeah, but people have them at stakes anyway.
People have them. There's no shame in them. Listen, if it works for you, that's great. But that's the kind of stuff that you want to just keep between yourself or between you and your partner and not share on the radio.
My girlfriend knows already. Yes,
beautiful.
My girlfriend knows
so already. You have a threesome.
She doesn't mind. She's nothing against it at all.
You can have a threesome then.
Yeah.
Bring the doll in. Make sure you pump it up the day before, otherwise you'll be too out of breath once you've got it.
Mine's a full-size one.
Good. You were good. I would hope so too, otherwise that would be... good. Okay, well that's great. Thanks, Nigel.
I believe I can fly.
Okay, that's the weirdest phone call I've ever taken in my life. That is the weirdest phone call ever. 20 years of doing this. And that was like being a ball in a pinball machine.
Very sexy pinball machine.
Just when you think you know where you're going, you get flipped up and it's, I'm in a little... Whoa. Gosh. Do you do things that we don't dare?
Turns out.
Yeah, it does. Actually does. Mark, you've got to follow that, mate.
Oh, God. No, I've got a couple of songs for you. God almighty. I can't believe I said that. The first one is Camouflage, Stan Ridgway. You remember that one?
That is a great, if not messed up song about a Vietnam.
That's the one. That's the one, yeah.
Messed up song, man.
And the next one is, was it Captain Antonil? Love will keep us together.
Love will keep us together. He died. The captain died recently. Died in the last 3 or 4 months.
I read that. Yeah. He died about a year ago, didn't he?
Oh, was it a year ago? It was a while ago because he used to play keyboard in the Beach Boys, Daryl Dragon, and then he became the captain. But they had another hit, didn't they?
Yeah, did. I was trying to wrap my brains. I'm not sure if they did.
Do that to me one more time.
never make it again. That is a great song. You used to hear that all the time. You never hear that. You never hear that.
Wasn't there a thing with them where they had to pretend they were married when really they were just living together, and then they got married in secret?
I'm afraid I cannot answer.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Kath. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so you're right. They did have 2 hits, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
Do it to me one more time. I can take it some more. Mark, thank you very much. You did very well to follow that previous call. I'm just reading that there's a long lost Harry Nilsson album. But I bet they sound rough as. Let's have a quick listen. Here we go. Yeah.
There's no New Hampshire's left.
His voice is actually better than I thought it was going to be. He was a mess at the end, alcoholic, smoking mess, and he had this real angelic voice.
New York, there's no more cork to set the bottle west.
Okay, let's go to Wayne. Good evening, Wayne.
Good evening.
Wayne, what have you got for us?
First time listener, long time listener, first time caller.
Hang on a minute, I've got something. Hang on, you can hear it in there, I've got it. Oh, Jesus. Can't use it for ages.
Ding!
We got there!
Yeah, just one it wonders.
Yep.
One from the 90s and one from the noughties.
Oh, the 90s and the noughties, away you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scatman, John. Scatman.
People think I look like the guy in the video.
I'm a scat man.
That's a terrible thing to brag about, isn't it?
It's a night of confessions.
That really is. That really is.
And one from the noughties, Uncle Cracker, Follow Me.
Where does that go?
Follow me, yes, everything is alright.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
You've got... So, Wayne, are you a singer?
No.
You've got a nice voice, man.
No.
But you are a scat man.
I'm nowhere near a singer.
Oh, you should be. You've got a good voice. You've got a lovely voice.
Oh, thank you.
Do you ever do a bit of karaoke?
No, not even good at that as well.
Have you never done karaoke?
No.
Oh, that's a lot of fun, the old karaoke. Good, but Boyley can sing. Catherine can actually sing. I've got a unique style. Shall we?
Is it duet?
Islands in the stream.
We better not.
What are you talking about?
Rennie and Renata.
Send your love. We're both doing Renee.
Save your love.
Hey, you know I will. Wayne, thank you very much. Thank you.
I think Wayne was impressed there.
Wayne was loving it. You can sing. I can sing.
I can sing a limited amount.
There's about 7 copies left of the single. The first 100 copies, right? First 100 copies get they get a platinum grey membership card. There's about 7 left. Once that 100's gone, we're going to stop selling it. It hasn't been manufactured yet. It's going to take about 6 to 8 weeks to manufacture. I'm hoping 6 weeks.
It's bespoke.
It's bespoke. And then, so anyway, we've nearly sold our first tranche. We're getting 250 pressed up, and we've sold 100. That's amazing. That's amazing. Sam's impressed. Sam is impressed, as he should be, because we've achieved musical greatness. And then Steve Levine was going to master it for us for the vinyl. Steve Levine. He produced the 1985 Beach Boys album, The Beach Boys, which is often maligned, but I think is a great thing.
You were too embarrassed to send it to him.
Good. I couldn't do it. Good evening, Darryl.
Good evening.
Oh, you see.
Hang on.
No.
Can you hear me now?
You've got until 57.50 to sell your
57.50, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, we've got the 50th anniversary of Abbey Road chat to get into it a little bit. We're going to speak to a Beatles historian, something that I know is on your radar.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we're going to hear from the 77-year-old woman who was the oldest woman to ever sail solo around the world.
Show off.
Bit much that, isn't it? Show off.
This is Talk Radio.
We are
Talk Radio.